For that one as well, and hopefully, maybe we might say Gaming Valorant Mobile Tournament. I mean, shout out to Tyrant, man. They have a LAN like happening right now as we speak.
Dang.
They have a LAN in the Philippines for Valorant Mobile. Yes, it's happening right now.
Okay. Damn.
So,
okay.
I mean, Cali's casting that, Warden's also casting. So, it's nice to see that they're already ahead of them, and like yourself, they started. You guys can continue that. It doesn't matter who goes first or not, as long as we're supporting the people and we get to have a great ecosystem with everyone. I think that'll be great.
Yep, I fully agree as well.
Hopefully, you guys stay tuned for more. And Game, I think these guys are the future right here. Hopefully, they just keep it up. I hope we get to see more tours for Gaming, but I will be casting the Yuno Gaming Fall Championship with Cali as well. So we'll see you guys there. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to follow them at Facebook, Instagram, X, or whatever, TikTok, whatever you want to see. They're always gonna be there. Chain from the back, but here comes the Tempest. Gotta be useful here.
Plus from Vanguard with he knows that's another guy's test.
They are looking like they want to run up.
I need that blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot, 2 left feet, them Reeboks. Shawty get freelance, now she a free that. Should've never let the bitch all over my seat. My that bitch skip it, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about the detox, see like a beatbox. Talk grown up, bitch, looking like Celine, not that.
Funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? You want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure."
Welcome back to Yuno Gaming. Today we have an interview with a very special guest. It's Coach Jericho.
I'm Coach Jericho. Been a coach for a long time. Also played Call of Duty back then, and just have some conversation here about some Call of Duty stuff. For Call of Duty Mobile, looking forward to the future as well as looking at Yuno Gaming.
Let's just dive into the first question. Yeah. So the first question is, what got you into casting in Call M? What is motivating you to carry on?
Yeah, funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? You want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure." So Beef Mommy and we tried out, we auditioned, and then the ESL mods were like, "That's the best audition they've heard." And then from there on, I've been getting casting gigs here and there. At the same time, I was also doing coaching, but then when I retired, that's when I went to full-time casting. But now I'm more on the part-time side. What's motivating me to continue is just, it's fun. I love Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty and Call of Duty Mobile in general. It's the game that I've won as a player and as a coach, and now I'm casting. It's great to see players from the amateur side to the competitive side to the world stage. See them win, see them improve. I think it's just fun. And I just really love watching Call of Duty. It's just really fun esport.
Yeah, I think it's actually quite entertaining for me as well. The next question is, what's your opinion of the current FPS mobile esports scene, especially Call of Duty Mobile?
I would say neutral state, because it's not the best. It's not bad. It's just there. I mean, obviously it died down, especially during the pandemic. It was, everything was high because you couldn't go out. Now people are getting back to their lives. It will die down because people have their own lives. I have my own life too. So I think it's just in a neutral scene, especially for COD M. I think they just got to restructure everything. I think have more transparency with everyone, saying like, hey, this is our roadmap. This is what we're gonna do for this year, so that everyone has an idea that, hey, we're going to practice for a year. We have this set of tournaments, just like in a different game. Let's say in Valorant, they show their year end, and then their next season, what's gonna happen, how do you get in, this and that. So, it's for the community. They have a connection with the community. I think that's what CODM has to have, a connection with the community, and there's going to be hope from any game in mobile. I think it has hope. There's so many games that die, but there's also so many games that just came up.
Their support is amazing on the esports side. They have a path to pro, they have a franchise, and then you can also be from amateur, then you can all the way go to the worlds. I'm just like, it's great, man. Like, you have a lot of chances, and it pushes you if you really want to pursue a career in esports. So like, hey, I'm going to do my best because I know there's something at the end of the light, at the tunnel, and there is. So that's how I think hopefully we do see that in Call of Duty Mobile. Hopefully next year.
Well, I mean, speaking of like a roadmap, right? Are you looking forward to Yuno Gaming's Fall Championship?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, the first was already a success. We had some amateur teams there, some pro teams, that now we upped the prize pool, and this reminds me of back when I was competing back in 2018, 2019. There was an organization doing this as well. They were hosting tournaments. They were having LANs and everything. So they had a pulse. They had a community. So it's great to see that Yuno Gaming, they're pushing the boundaries here and actually really setting the standard and reviving the Call of Duty Mobile scene here in this, not just in the Philippines, but in Asia, in Southeast Asia, and hopefully in other regions as well. So it's really great to see what's happening, and I'm looking forward to Yuno Fall Championship.
Yeah, same. I'm also looking forward to how we improved from the last championship that we hosted as well, right? On the operations side. Personally, right, as a caster, I'm sure you've also had a look at behind the scenes, right? What do you want to see more?
I want to see more competition, man. Some of the games are a bit of a one-sided, but here I want to see some underdog. I want to see some some really, really close games, push it to game 5. That's what I want to see. And I also want to see if Scary can bounce back, man. They struggled up against Thanatos, or will Thanatos just take it over? Or what? If that's the case, I wanna see an amateur team try to take over that. It's easier said than done, but they had enough time, and prize pool is really good. So I think this is a good time for them to step it up and just to end the year right.
Right, I agree, man. I hope maybe there's like an amateur team that somehow shocks everyone with how well they're performing in the fall tournament, right?
I agree.
Then okay, since you said you're looking forward to Scary, right? Is there any one particular team you're looking forward to this fall?
I mean, Thanatos, they won the last one. Why am I gonna change my pick? I just want to see Scary make it back and get a run for their money against against Thanatos. But Thanatos, I mean, if you have AG on your team, that guy's a Western champion. Risky's a 2-time champ there. They have experience. It's always going to be the experience from those veterans that will lead them to victory. So I'm still looking forward to Thanatos. Most likely bring it home.
Yeah, okay. What do you think of the vision that Yuno Gaming is trying to achieve, and what do you hope to see us doing more in the future?
I think the Yuno Gaming's vision is very, very clear and concise. I know what you guys know what you want to do. That's to support and revive Call of Duty Mobile, and just bring that fire back that was back in 2020 to 21, 22. Really have a fingerprint on the community so that everybody comes back. Nobody's wasting their time. you guys want to run those tournaments, which is really great, man. You're giving a
Right.
path to all these amateur teams to, make some money at the same time, sharpen their skills, and just one day they could hop onto the Arena Masters or even the world stage. So I love to see that, and hopefully in the future, man, we get a community league, man. No, not
Yeah,
just
hopefully.
a pro league, but like a gaming league. That's you get everyday matches. We get a monthly tournament. We get a quarterly playoffs. That type of stuff, and I just love to see that as a guy that was a competitive player back when esports wasn't quote unquote known. It's nice to see that there's still people that still have that kind of mindset that I do. Like, I just want to grow it. I just want to have a community to actually play and have a
Right.
great esports ecosystem.
Honestly, right, this is a bit of a personal question, right? But are you excited for Valorant Mobile?
I am, dude. I mean, I've played Valorant since it came out. I've known about it since before. It's just a great game, but it's also it takes a toll on your mental health sometimes. But
Yeah.
but
Sometimes.
sometimes you just get a bit too serious. But it's fine. But it's a fun game, man. I think I'm not good at mobile games, but I think I'm gonna try it. Of course, it's Valorant, man. So I've tried Valorant console. That was fun as well. So pretty much I'm excited for that one as well. And hopefully, maybe we might say Gaming Valorant mobile tournament. I mean, shout out to Tyrant, man. They have a LAN like happening right now as we speak.
Dang.
They have a LAN in the Philippines for Valorant Mobile. Yes, it's happening right
Dang.
now.
Okay. Damn.
So
Okay.
I mean, Cali's casting that. Warden's also casting. So it's nice to see that they're already ahead of them. And like they started. You guys can continue that. It doesn't matter who goes first or not, as long as we're supporting the people and we get to have a great ecosystem with everyone. I think that'll be great.
Yeah, I fully agree as well.
Hopefully you guys stay tuned for more. And Game, I think these guys are the future right here. Hopefully they just keep it up. I hope we get to see more tournaments for Gaming, but I will be casting the Gaming Fall Championship with Cali as well. So we'll see you guys there. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to follow them at Facebook, Instagram, X, or whatever, TikTok, whatever you want to see. They're always gonna be there. Chain from the back, but here comes the Tempest. Gotta be useful here.
Quest from Vanguard with... Oh, he knows there's another guy stairs.
Elite, they are looking like they want to run over.
I need that blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty get freelance, now she a free thot. Shoulda never let that bitch alone with my sleep. My that bitch skip hip, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, busy like a beatbox. I need that blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty get freelance, now she a free thot. Shoulda never let that bitch alone with my sleep. My that bitch skip hip, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, busy like a beatbox. Talk grown up, bitch, looking like Selena.
Funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? Could you want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure."
Welcome back to Gaming. Today we have an interview with a very special guest. It's Coach Jericho.
I'm Coach Jericho. Been a coach for a long time. Also played Call of Duty back then, and just have some conversation here about some Call of Duty stuff. For Call of Duty Mobile, looking forward to the future as well as looking at Gaming.
Let's just dive into the first question. Yeah. So the first question is, what got you into casting in COD M? What is motivating you to carry on?
Yeah, funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? Could you want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure." So Beef Mommy and we tried out, we auditioned, and then the ESL mods were like, "That's the best audition they've heard." And then from there on, I've been getting casting gigs here and there. But at the same time, I was also doing coaching. But then when I retired, that's when I went to full-time casting. But now more on the part-time side. What's motivating me to continue is just it's fun. I love Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty and Call of Duty Mobile in general. It's the game that I've won as a player and as a coach. And now I'm casting. It's great to see players from the amateur side to the competitive side to the to the world stage, see them win, see them improve. I think it's just fun, and I just really love watching Call of Duty. It's just a really funny sport.
Yeah, I think it's actually quite entertaining for me as well. The next question is, what's your opinion of the current FPS mobile esports scene, especially Call of Duty Mobile?
I would say neutral state, because it's not the best, but it's not bad. It's just there. I think, obviously it died down, especially during the pandemic. It was, everything was high because you couldn't go out. Now people are getting back to their lives. It will die down because people have their own lives. I have my own life too. So I think it's just in a neutral scene, especially for COD M. I think they just got to restructure everything. I think have more transparency with everyone, saying like, hey, this is our roadmap. This is what we're gonna do for this year, so that everyone has an idea that, hey, we're going to practice for a year. We have this set of tournaments, just like in a different game. Let's say in Valorant, they show their year end, and then their next season, what's gonna happen, how do you get in, this and that. So, it's for the community. They have a connection with the community. I think that's what CODM has to have Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Yuno Fall Championship playoffs. Day number 4 is the final day. Championship Sunday. Coming up here, we got two series for today. We have our lower bracket finals, best of 5, and our grand finals, which is a best of 7, where NX is waiting for their opponents, which will be either scary or Visual Esports. I'm Coach Diamond, and this is again the final day of the Yuno Fall Championship playoffs.
Yeah, and it's the final day. And for those who are just new to Yuno Gaming, we will just briefly show everybody how did we get here, what's our tournament like, and what are the basic things we need to know about the Yuno Fall Championship. So let's watch this.
2025, 16 elite teams, one region, one dream, to claim the title of Yuno Fall Champion and take home the glory, the bragging rights, and a share of our $520 prize pool. These teams have fought their way here, from local scrims to the regional stage, and now they're about to go head-to-head in an esports battlefield where only the best will survive. The stakes? $220 for first place, $115 for second, $80 for third, and $55 for the fourth place. There's more. Awards have come to the stage. The MVP or best player of the tournament will receive a bonus, $20. But now the public has a say. The Underdog Team Award, subjected to the public. The team with the most votes shall receive $30. Voting will be conducted on our Discord server. Make sure to join it. Now, let's talk about how this championship unfolds, because this is no ordinary format. We're kicking off with the group stage, where all 16 teams are divided into 4 groups: A, B, C, and D. Each team will play best of 3 matches across 3 iconic game modes: Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Control. In these early rounds, every point, every call-out matters, because only the top 2 teams from each group will advance to the playoffs. The rest, it's time to say bye-bye. Once we enter the playoffs, the format shifts into double elimination, where a single loss doesn't spell the end. Teams in the upper bracket fight for dominance, while those sent to the lower bracket must claw their way back through fire and grit for one last shot at redemption. Every playoff match will be a best of 5, and when we finally reach the grand finals, we'll see an epic best of 7 showdown, with the upper bracket finals starting with a 1-map advantage. The road to victory won't be easy. Expect tactical brilliance, emotional clutch plays, and maybe, just maybe, an underdog story that will shake the scene. From rising stars to veterans, from calculated rotations to chaotic comebacks, this is the stage where dreams are made and legacies are born. This is more than just a tournament. This is Yuno Gaming, where youth, competition, and entertainment collide. So buckle up, gamers. It's time to witness greatness. The Yuno Fall Championship 2025 starts now. There you have it. Tournament explainer for the Yuno Fall Championship. And again, this is our final day. So, and also shout out to our production for holding it down, and for our sponsors, which we will talk about them later.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about our folks behind the scenes here, who made this possible alongside our players and everybody here in between. So now, this is our lower bracket finals. We have Scary versus Visuals Esports duking out. Whoever wins will earn that spot against any Thanatos in the grand finals. So let's see how our map vetoes would look like. And I gotta say, this one's gonna be one of the more crucial ones, because this dictates if you would go move up to the best of 7, or if you're gonna say goodbye for real here in the Yuno Fall Championship Playoffs Day 3. So, Apocalypse and Hardpoint, Kurohana and Search and Destroy. We're gonna control will be decided quite soon. Slumps in Hardpoint, Firing Range in Search and Destroy. Interesting picks.
Yep, interesting picks coming through. We did see an apocalypse with Scary and Eddie Sadados. Unfortunately, Scary lost that because Mamra did use that UAV on that day number day number 2. So, small things right there. But for Kurohana, we've seen both of these teams played on it. Visuals did win the last Kurohana, and Scary did win as well. So, again, it's just more of the bringing out all the strategies here so that they can make it to the grand final. So I like the picks coming through from both these teams.
Yeah, we have had some history here with these two teams. They've played all of these maps at least once in the playoffs. So, and not to mention that these guys are hardened veterans at this point. Not to mention Scary, big name here in the Cottom scene. Of course, Visuals trying to make a name for themselves. They did show us that they have the endurance to get far. They've had multiple overtimes in Search and Destroy in day 2, and we've seen Scary just having a field day for most of this tournament. And now this is it. We're gonna decide now who's gonna go for the last spot. Will it be the veteran Scary, or will it be the new kids on the block, Visuals Esports?
I mean, I'm gonna ask you, Redman. Are you gonna go? Who are you gonna pick right here?
Okay. I think it's gonna be Scary. I'm gonna go with Scary because they really want to show Thanatos who's boss, because the very reason why they're in the lower bracket in the first place is because of them. So I'm pretty sure that they want to meet up with any Thanatos, square it up in the best of 7, and make things equal.
All right. If you're gonna go with Scary, I will go with Visual Esports. To keep it fair, and both teams. This can go to 5. This can also go to 3 and no. So I think there's a possibility in that. I know both teams are pretty equal, pretty matched, but sometimes just I think the games are going to be very close. Probably 250, 240, probably 97 in the SSD, and then like a 3-2 in control. That type of game. So it's going to be very, very interesting how we're going to see both of these teams battle it out. I think we got to watch out for Mamra, especially on the side of Scary. For Visual Esports, it has to be a team effort. I'm not going to call it one player there. It has to be a team effort for that team, because I think they proved that they could hang. But yesterday against Thanatos, they struggled a bit. Showed some life, but it was just not enough.
Yeah, I agree. I hope they patch those holes in their gameplay, because if Thanatos was able to exploit those weaknesses, what more with Scary? Scary can do the exact same thing Thanatos did to put Visuals down in the lower brackets. So they just have to work as a unit, work as a team, try to pick out Scary individually, because if you do that, you isolate all the people in Scary. They can't coordinate properly, and maybe you can dismantle their defense and offense from the inside.
That is true. So it's going to come down to a lot of experience and a lot of mental fortitude, as our friend Callie would say. So that's going to be very important to see how Scary and Visuals will come back here. And for Scary, if they do go back to the grand finals, that's going to be their second time up against Eddie Sanados. So it's going to be another rematch for them. So a lot of rematches happening, or do we see Visuals, having that international roster? Will it matter for them to make it all the way to the grand finals as well? And they have to beat Thanatos 4 games in a row, while Thanatos needs 3 games to close out that series.
Yes, the stakes are high, and while we're in the heat of battle, we can't forget the people who made this Yuno Fall Championship playoffs happen. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Chimichurri and Darts Body Bistro Cafe Pizzeria. So this tournament is sponsored by Chimichurri. Nestled in the heart of Novena, Chimichurri Cafe is a celebration of fresh flavors, whimsical elegance, and soulful hospitality. Founded with a vision to delight every sense, Chimichurri offers a thoughtfully created menu that blends comfort with creativity, where every dish tells a story and every detail reflects care. This tournament is also sponsored by Darts Body Bistro Cafe Pizzeria, a place where delicious pizza meets scrumptious sides and refreshing drinks. Get your pizza cravings fixed with their signature smoked out pizza, carefully created with fresh handmade pizza dough, stretchy mixed cheese, and homemade house-in sauce. Rialto pizza with a plethora of ingredients for times when you just can't decide. And their Tom Yum pizza, which is an extravagant combination of a hearty seafood selection and tingly Tom Yum sauce. Add it with their truffle fries and call it a meal. What are you waiting for? Head down to Darts Body Bistro Cafe Pizzeria today.
Yep, there you go. So thank you again to those sponsors. If you are in the area of Singapore, in the country of Singapore, they are over there. So make sure to check them out. And again, thank you to the Yuno Gaming for sponsoring this tournament, as well as CLX for having our production. As we are waiting for players to get ready to load up on that screen. I think we can still look at the map videos, if I'm not mistaken, just to give a refresher for those that are just coming in on our... Oh, never mind. Production just gave us the call. We are about to begin our lower bracket finals. Game number 1 is coming up. Apocalypse Hardpoint. It will be Visual Esports. It will be scary. It is happening in about... Do we do a countdown? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Okay.
Not yet. But here we go.
We're still loading.
We are loading the game. Everybody get ready. This is the lower bracket finals. 2 series today. Lower bracket, and we also have the grand finals. We're about to see our first series. Again, esports versus scary.
Yes. Apocalypse is gonna be interesting because we've seen Scary's misstep with the whole UAV Hanash. But hey, they're gonna learn from mistakes. Pretty much they removed the UAV as soon as it happened. And now, finally, first match. This is gonna be a crucial one because whoever wins it gets sets the momentum of the whole series.
Yep, here we go. First game coming through. We already see Scary on the offensive, and this is what they did on that game against the Natos. It was very competitive until that UAV from the side of Mamra, and actually they won that game number 2 in the S&D, Redman. So interesting what would have happened in that series. But moving on here, you see Scary. They are doing their best here. 25 points to 3. Visual Esports struggling here at the beginning. They are going to get some of that scrap time for like 3 seconds, but Scary, very great start in this P1. Plus, they even have hold. They even have P2 hold as well. So spawns are in their favor. They have all the lanes covered. Looking like Scary going for that wire-to-wire victory.
Oh yes, here we are. Scary, monumental lead here. This throws visuals in their places, still stuck in 1 digit. And look at that, a masterclass of defense right here. They are taking a lot of hits from visuals, but here they stand. They're still holding on. Rama through the smoke, just defending it with all his honor. Finds a duck person, and now Hunter Killer Drone defends it more and more. They're gonna hit the 50 mark barely a minute into this match. An impressive feat by Scary nonetheless.
That's very, very good. And this is a very hard hill to break. You need a little bit of luck here with the smokes, with the nades, but you see Tokyo with that Sparrow. Try to shut it down. Spots 1, takes down Taiga. Gets another one as well. Tokyo with that Sparrow, just pushing them out, and this huge lead already for Scary. But again, this can all be taken down once that B3 comes up, because you can easily hold that down as well. More players coming through. Mamra gonna get shut down, and you know they force Visual to use their operators for look. Only 10 seconds left, and Scary will more than happy give up that time because they know they can just reset in P3, and that is what they're doing now.
The interesting insight here, that they're gonna, forego the battle because they want to win the war kind of thing. So I hope that risk they're taking here will be worth it in the end. So now we have your Kenshin just winning out the week here. Double kill here into P2. They're just holding out on, and pretty much visuals. They have the cap here. As you said earlier, Scary is willing to forego this one. But hey, even if they did attempt at retake right now, they could win it. They could possibly do that. They can just swipe it off them. But as I say that, we have our Kayori with a war machine, just bringing it out, cleaning the house here. But Mi6 just removes off the cleaner. 88, 24 visuals. They're trying to get a foothold, but Scary just took them with a retake.
Yep, that is true. 100 to 24. Taiga with the Tempest, able to get more there, but it doesn't matter. Look at that lead. 105 to 24, and they're still contesting the hill. Mamra able to go, and look at that Mi6 and the side of visuals. They've been using their operators just to get a bunch of 3 to 4 or 5 seconds, but now look at that setup in P5. Will it be the difference for them? Does it begin here for the side of Visual Esports? But from the flank, you see the side of Scary trying to hit the back here, trying to work together. The Pred will take down the player on point. That will stop the bleeding for now.
Yeah, I hope it just blocks. It just plug out the artery right now, because it's a slippery slope. You can't hemorrhage on the battlefield because there's no getting up from that. And as we see here, visuals, they're slowly climbing up in the score. They're trying to catch up with the monumental lead Scary has put out, but then then again, it's gonna be difficult because an attempt for the retake is starting right now, and it seems Visual still holding out their own. But no, Scary.
Doesn't matter.
Just doesn't matter right now. Doesn't matter. It's just breaking out. They're 50 points ahead of Visuals. Quadra by Kramzu could convert it to the ace. Could not.
Could have gone down, but they've managed to break the hill here, get some time of it. But this has been a better hill for Visuals. Yes, the score is not showing up, but they've gotten a lot more points combined than the first 3 hills that they got. But as soon as they say that, the nades will turn them down. And now back to P1 we go. 59-point lead for Scary. And remember what happened in P1. It was a solid hill by Scary. Can they reciprocate that here again?
They're gonna try their best. Visuals trying to match their energy here by taking the early lead on this hill. You have your Mi6 just patrolling the area and trying to spot all the people. Yes, it'll get one, but the smoke's gonna get it harder. Scary's using it as cover. Good placement in the utility here. Okay, through the walls, here it is. Mi6 with the X-ray vision, but now it's soonly occluded here with the smokes. Now Sebio Equalizer cannot equalize it, but Visuals, it's a slow climb. It's painfully slow for here. Scary, they're also they have this like they're getting majority of the points here, but for Visuals, it's a struggle to just keep up.
It's a struggle for them, and now Kramzu forced to use his death machine, able to get some time off here. And a good hill again for the side of Visuals, but look who's on top again. Scary, gonna get that final seconds, and again for P2. Huge hill coming up here. Remember the last time we were in P2, that last first set, Scary was able to get at least 45 seconds off that. Now it's a battle for him, but look who's in front. You see the players of the side of Visuals. They're gonna try to get it, which they do. And now they're trying to take over that back spawn in order for them to get everything, and there you go.
There we go. We're gonna go back to P1 where it all started. And early on, it's Scary putting up the foothold. Quickly retook by Visuals, but with Tokyo on the helm here with the Sparrow, just quick. I mean, I like this. I like the times of Scary here, although they don't have the operator on hand. Visuals, I know that they're just brewing on that. Once they invest some of their operator skills here, no problem. They're gonna have a better chance at defending this. They finally broke to the 100-point mark, but it's gonna be it might just go crashing down once Scary attempts that retake. So it's not gonna help for Scary that they have the bad spawns, but nonetheless, they're raining down on them real hard here. So they're trying to hold on, but couldn't hack it. Ooh.
That's cannot hack it now. Tokyo on your screen, trying to hold down for his team. Whew, I'm sneezing because there's too many plays happening here, Redman. And 5 seconds left on P3. And now we move over to P3. 152 to 110. Still a very close game here.
Yes, it's gonna be a close game, but Scary, they don't want a close game. They want a far game. They want to put this ahead. They want to split it up wide open and get the 200 faster than Visuals. They're gonna speedrun this thing. Sebio now with the hip fire. No more, nonetheless. Mi6, trusty LMG gaming right now. Going in for the walls is the amounts of I like what Mi6 is doing here, that defending it rather passively with those wall bangs, because it's becoming predictable where Visuals is coming through. So it's a good one that they're gonna try it, but it's not gonna be enough because the amount they're shedding towards Scary is just nothing to them. It's like, it's just like a fart in the wind almost. 172, 120, Scary. Monumental lead 50. They've maintained this 50-point lead against Visuals quite consistently.
That's true. 172 to 174 to 127. Again, after the reset, Mi6 was on a streak, but he got taken down by a nade. They have their operators here. They could try to break it here for P4. As we can see now, here comes the spread from Mi6. Shuts down one. Tokyo in front with that Sparrows is trying to buy time for his team. Able to get one. Can he get 2 more? Yes, he can. Can he get the third? Has help from his teammates, and Scary takes over that hill.
And yes, indeed, 20 points away from 200-point mark. We have your Kramzu Death Machine by the mound. We're taking in some good pre-fires here. This one's like this quite specifically. It's like looking through a glass house. Everywhere, regardless if you're inside that, you're still in danger zones. You have to really be on your toes. As we see here, a lot of pre-fire happening into this point. Tokyo now just going out here into the loft, get some kills. 200-point mark finally breached by Scary. They're gonna get 50 more, and Visual stuck in their tracks. Wow, what a blowout for Scary, and what a huge lead. They're almost gonna break into the 100-point lead. Oh my gosh, visuals. It's looking grim.
It's looking grim and scary now. Wants to end it here. B1 on the go. 220 to 127. Now you see them getting that time. Just soaking in all that hill time. 25 seconds left to go. Taiga able to stop the bleeding. But with that Tempest, can they do it once again? Tempest out. Nice shots from Taiga. That's 4 in a row. And the killer out. Now Visuals Esports inside this hill.
Yeah, they're gonna need stitches on these wounds. Come on, it's just too deep and it's too far gone. They can't. They need to just work together. They have the operators. They have some operators already here. They just couldn't find the timing to invest it. So if they just give more, give more, or at least two of them just bust out the operators, maybe they have a shot. I see here Zen going at it with the equalizer, just doing some wonders here. But the wonders they're doing is scrap time. They need, they need the meat of it all. They need to get the majority of it just to catch up.
And actually, they actually did well for that one, that P1. Now it's all Tokyo at the back, trying his best there, but he's gonna get pushed by Zen from the back. And now Visuals Esports, they might be back in here, but Mamura with that Tempest, nice shot from him. Gonna get the second one? No, he's still alive there. Zen with that Preddy will give that call out to his teammate. We'll shut down 2. Now Visuals Esports, the timing could be right, and they have control of P2.
Oh yes, here we are. Triple kill by Me6. We're gonna go for the Quadra, going for the 5. Okay, the glory window. Yes, that's gonna be securing 5. He's not stopping it. 6, going for 7, 8. Okay, go. Before he hits 9, Tokyo just says no, stop. You've done too much damage already. We can't have more. But it doesn't really matter because Scary is still 228. Although Visuals has done an excellent job to just press on the wounds for a little bit. They have more problems ahead. They got P1, P2, and P3 might be a different story.
Gotta rotate here if you're Scary. 10 seconds left. You can try to fight for it, but you're just feeding them that operator. Ramzu and the crew able to get that 5 seconds. Okay, you are getting closer, but it's a foot race out of P3, and look what you did. You gave Visuals the time to rotate. The Preddy will find someone. Mids is gonna get called out, but he needs help from his team. This is a big kill right here. This could be one. Redman, as he gets shut down, it's all up to the... Oh no, this could be a perfect kill for Visuals, actually. They have the perfect hold, they have their operators, they have a war machine. Sparrow at the ready as well. Death Machine is out as well. Scary, they are gonna get EMP'd as well. So all these things are affecting them, but you just need one solid push and they could win the game.
They could. And I think the push is coming through right now. They're gonna go in and they're doing a lot of eliminations for Visuals. It's gonna be last player, Scuderia, last alive, who's gonna do it. They're not doing so well, but he's not stopping. He's not stopping. He has a Sparrow attack. Here you go. Masterclass defense by Scuderia, putting out some score streaks for good measure, and it's gonna be enough. That stall is enough. He single-handedly held himself into P2, and yes, they could win it. It's a one and done, but no, Scary. They wanted scrap time. They want to stop Visuals from trying to get the win, and they're gonna keep doing that. And now it could all end into this next hill.
Could all end at number 5. That's Kramzu trying to hold it down, playing like a ninja. He needs help from his teammate. Mamra gets 2 in a row. Tokyo gets shut down. Zen, he has to make the play for the team here. He has the big gunfight. No, he gets shut down. And Scary, that might do it. Is there any time left? No, there could any time left. Scary able to get away with game number 1, 250 to 242, and that is just madness of Apocalypse Hardpoint. Because everybody has a chance, especially those hills. You saw what happened to them. They popped their ops in the first hill. They got it on the second one. They popped it on the third one. Taiga and Scuderia almost won the game single-handedly for them, but they just could not win those last fights. And in that P4, Tokyo just went huge. But 252, 42. I mean, we are in it for a game, Redman. And now let's take a look at the scores here. Tokyo Mamra 54, 57. Wow, combined for 111 kills. And for the side of Visuals, I mean, everyone else doing well. Me6, Taiga, Zen, all dropping 44, 45, 44. Really great stuff. I think if they just had a better start, maybe Visuals would have won the game. But now Scary, taking the series lead 1-0.
I agree with you. If had they had a better start, they kind of got shaky there. It came to a point that the lead between Scary and them was 100 points. But one thing I could commend about visuals is they're showing us that signature endurance that they're known for. They've shown us time and time again that they can outlast anybody in the battlefield. Although Scary was just too just had the momentum at the beginning and then they kind of lost it, but they're able to retake that. It just comes to show that Scary. They have that experience, but with visuals, I like their potential here. I hope that they could translate this better to S&D and that they could, finally get that head start. They need that head start absolutely and hit the ground running just to have a chance against Scary in the next one.
Yep, that is true. So, look at the maps. Kurohana is next. Now let's see what's gonna happen here for these players.
Yeah.
Do we see
We're-
a different type of gameplay? But I think it's a very equal game. I think it's looking at hardpoint. You see all how these players do their individual fights. Very equal, very balanced. I think it's come down to how your strategy works and a bit of luck with Call of Duty timing as well. So we're gonna find out and see what will happen in this Search and Destroy.
Anything could happen because Kurohana is an interesting one, wherein there's no dominant side, Alpha and Bravo, attack or defense. It's literally fairly equal. Like there's no good side, there's no bad side. Everything's just okay. So this is where it gets interesting here because these players can literally they have to work together to try and get that advantage for themselves because the battlefield right now is just plain neutral. So to get that neutrality to work with them, they have to work as a unit and work as a team. Visuals has done that. We've seen it a while ago when they closed that 100-point gap, but it just comes down to individual skill because Scary they can do that. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So Scary they're built different individually, but put them together, they're a powerhouse. Now visuals, they have to band together and give that same energy Scary's giving, so they could have a shot in Kurohana.
Yep, I definitely agree. So we have to take a look and see what if that will be the play that they need to do, or do they find a different kind of way? But I think both teams, like what we both said, very very competitive, very equal, and very balanced here. So I think we're gonna have probably a longer series in this lower bracket fight.
Yeah, I could see this go all the way into game 5 because visuals can do that. They can force that. I know that they could. And not a doubt that's Scary. They could quash it down to a 3-1, to a 3-1 or a 3-0 potentially. But hey, who am I to say? It's for them to decide. It's for them to show us how far they're willing to go in this lower bracket finals.
I agree. That is going to be the question as we're about to load into our game number 2. Kurohana Metropolis, Search and Destroy. Scary visuals again. Scary taking the lead in that hard point. And now we begin our Search and Destroy.
Nothing new about visuals. They do love playing their default. And I think it's for the better. Because Scary is quite aggressive. And we've seen it from yesterday that they have no problem taking up the site. They have no problem mowing it down. So they're trying to tread carefully and walk on eggshells on this one.
Definitely agree. Take a look. V6 does get taken down. That's the first one. See more happening here. If that could be the case. So far, nothing yet. Visuals, they're just trying to find a pick here. And let's see if they have the bomb. It'll be... There you go. Tiger gets Cramson. That could be the opening that they needed. Pick up the bomb. Smokes are out. Here comes the execution.
That execution is going to go in B, and they're going to meet with Bomb right here, the striker. But this overwhelming flood of players could not keep him up with the striker. And now they're gonna secure A for themselves. They took out Mamra, which is gonna be good for them. Just 2 more left from side of Scary. 2 versus 2.
2 versus 2 now. Said that's Zed as well. You're right. Bomb is down, so we gotta wait for each other here. But Toki has an opportunity, shuts down Scuderia. Gets another one, has information. Sebio be able to pick this off in 3, 2. Oh no, the timing is so unreal. He spots him as well. Last moment,
Ooh.
Sepio gets the kill on Taiga, but Taiga only gets a hit marker. That is so unfortunate for that side.
Nice work. Get ready
Because
for
now
the
we
next round.
do see 1-0 so far.
Yeah. What a start. I mean, pretty much Visuals did everything right. They got that opening kill. They did get -1 there early on, but it didn't shake them. They had a perfect execution here. They took out Mama early on in the mid. It's just that the timing wasn't on their side. Here it is, the execute.
The rush coming through, Zen trying to find something. Cannot get anything. Unfortunately, and now we do see the trades happening. Kenshin getting one as well. Back to another 2 versus 2. Taiga takes down Tokyo. 1 versus 2 now. It's all up to mids as Taiga shuts down mids as well.
It's not over
And
yet.
there you have it.
Ready up.
Very fast round for the side of Visuals as they get that round back to 1 apiece.
That's good. They took their time. They saw an opportunity. They ran with it, and they got it. They're riding on the momentum right now. They're quite in a comfortable spot. You just have to convert it to a 2 and just run with it. And now, it's a typical default. They do have a wall. Bombs inside. Trying to sniff out the defense. Try to figure out where Scary's at.
It's true. Trying to figure out where Scary is at. But look at mids aggressively trying to make a play here. Mids, does he get caught here? Momra has to get away with his life. He is gonna get away with his life. Also mids just backs away. Timing is unreal for both teams. Could be a hit mids, trying to look for that player. He is gonna get spotted by Zen. It's still a 5v5, but look at the flank. Look at the flank on the map, number 3, number 1. Sebio and Tokyo, if they get this on time, this could end bad for the side of Visuals. There you go, Mamra, Sebio all getting the kills. Sebio from the back as well, spots more plays, gets another one. And he spot that last player. Yes, he came from long as well, misses that shot, but Kramzu is there for the help. Beautiful pinch coming through for the side of Scary. They get that round 2-1.
I like how Scary was on top of the offense for Visuals, even though Visuals had a decision to when to push the timing. Scary just knows how to react and did it in time. There's no stopping them. But speaking of which, the same habits continue here for Visuals. Playing default, just throwing it out. Zen taking out Mamra early on. Wow, huge open kill here.
5-4 so far. Let's see.
Bomb spotted.
What's gonna happen here?
The enemy has the bomb.
Mamra is lost, but since I have Sebio with 8 kills, you see the confidence. He spots more players. He knows there are gonna be players there. Oh, that timing could have gotten that one. Unfortunately, the triple chow from that area. A bit too greedy there for the side of Mamra, but his teammates are there. Number 5, you have Krams who gets the first one, gets the second as well. Help from Tokyo. And now Tokyo able to spot Kenshin as well, but the trade is not there.
Man standing.
It's all up to mids in a 1 versus 1 now. Against Kenshin, mids gets 2.
Ooh.
Beautiful shot from mids. 3-1 now.
I think if this is the round, definitely that Visuals has to go fast this time. I mean, for the past few rounds, they've been playing it slow, and I think they're just gonna do that. They're gonna go rush in, and they're gonna go take everything they have on to B. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a gamble because there's 3 defenders right now. What we see here, execute. Scary preparing.
Scary
Oh.
preparing. They're trying to make the push. Can they find something for Chi? Is no. The flank is being watched. Me6, he is gonna get tagged up here. Does he get one? No, he does not. Okay. 2 versus 4 now. Mids and Mamra versus 4 players. Mids get shut down. It's all up to Mamra. And he is probably gonna get shut down. There you go. By Zen.
Lost that round. It's not
Visuals
over yet.
able to answer.
Ready up.
It took them some time to figure out what to reply to them. But nonetheless, I like it. They were able to, Pavlov essentially scary, the thinking that we're gonna go slow, but not this time. We either a 1-4 setup. It's a modification of the default. They want to try secure as much as they could here in mid into A, but nonetheless, Mamra just had to go run to safety, run out a little bit. I like this modified default they're playing. Like, they're making it seem that they're gonna commit early on to A, but they decided abruptly to not. I like that.
I mean, they lost a player, so I guess I'm not liking that because they're one down. But Taiga, he is in a very, very bad spot. I mean, he got away. Kramzu, timing is everything here for him. He had mid watch, and now you see him, Mamra, gotta get caught with his melee out. Zen pushes up all the way to 8. Another rotate could happen by Vigils.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go for the rotate. But Kramzu taking another kill here. One less for Scary. Kayori, oh! Couldn't plan the shot. But Kramzu going in for the follow-up. Pursuing Zen. Planting the bomb here into Alpha. Going around and about. We'll find somebody else though.
He is gonna get spotted though, so now gotta back away. That is a sniper. Sebio, Kramzu against Kenshin, Zen, and Mi6. Bomb could be defused. Bomb. Number 5, Kramzu spots him. No, that's an unfortunate kill. Now it's all up to Sebio in a 1 versus 3. He is gonna get flagged from the back as well.
Target down.
Sebio gets 1, but unfortunately, another one from Kenshin. As we are tied in this first half.
Wow. Okay. It's the same situation with Hardpoint here. That both teams, like, they have these grit, they have the intensity and the hustle. It's just a matter of time who will break out first. Whoever will get 2 in a row could get it. But Taiga, the trade-off.
Grenade.
Now the push from Tokyo and the crew. Here comes the push. Krabs are able to get 1. Zen gets taken out by Mamra. There's gonna be another play at the back. Do they check that?
No.
Kenshin able to get 1 more.
Grenade out.
Has to back away now. 1 versus 1. Kenshin versus Tokyo. Perfect rotation from Kenshin. And does Tokyo go to B? And both players still deciding what they're doing, and I like this from both of them. Bomb is gonna go down. Kenshin has that PKM, so he's gonna be able to spray and pray. But for Tokyo here, he needs to get up close and personal. Off angle for Tokyo.
Still a slow walk to Alpha. Kenshin being careful. But ooh. Might see Tokyo here in mid. He's gonna find it. No, he can't. Tokyo with a good defense. 4-3. Scary. They have the lead now.
They have the lead. And now it's Scary. Can they capitalize? It's been a ping pong battle for both of these teams, you know. When whoever if Scary gets 4, Visual follows up with 4 as well. Now, huge round here. 6 takes down Sebio. Could be the beginning of that. Zen gets mids. Mids carry out.
Frag out.
And now it's just 3 versus 5, and Visuals might be looking at their 4th round.
It's tough. Scary only has 3. They got 2 cancelled out too early in the round, where numbers actually mattered the most. So the push is gonna get harder. Still complete with Visuals. Brahma trying to get some picks here going into mid. Whoa! Huge kill. They finally got it. Okay, trying to go for the second. Tilty out. No decisions, no commitments yet. They got a long time to decide.
Tokyo did get spotted, so that's information for Visuals. Tokyo's gonna get the free jump towards mid. He might get caught here. I think he will. There you go. He is gonna get caught. Now it's a 2 versus 3. Ramzo is inside. Timing is everything as he fails to get one. And Mamra gets shut down from the back.
It's not over yet.
They're
Ready up.
tied at 4 piece.
If they keep up this energy, it's gonna look like an overtime kind of situation. We'll see. It could look like it. But we'll see. It's an ebb and flow. It's a push and pull. Both these teams, they're trying to match each other's energy. They're doing it quite well. Maybe a little too well. But hey, here it is. Utility dump coming to Alpha. Everybody's flooding in here. They got an opening kill. Visuals lost one man. They're gonna have to try and commit this push anyway. They're gonna do it. They're gonna get flooded to Alpha. Number 2, Mamra takes more kills out. It's a 3v2. But make that a 1v3. A 1v3, yes.
Tokyo gonna take the challenge and takes down Scuderia. And again, Scary takes the lead 5-4.
If they could double it down, maybe we could remove from the narrative the potential of the overtime. Hey, it's scary. They're quite aggressive when they're attackers, and it's terrifying to try and stop them in their tracks.
It is quite terrifying, and now look at them, they're pushing through. Here comes the drop. They've taken over the B site. Kramzu takes down Zen. That's the first kill that they need. B6 trying to get a pick. Unfortunately, it will not matter.
Bomb has been planted.
Marmra taking over the back as well. The 2 players right here. Does he get the first one? No, he does not. Has help from Sebio. Mids as well, and Tokyo in match point now for Scary.
Alright. Scary. They're looking to sweep the series here into visuals, so they're gonna have to do what they do best. I mean, we seen it yesterday with how aggressive they could get with the 7-0. And now I could, if they keep up this energy, they could just close it out right here. Doing something different. Yeah. No full pushes, but they're trying to get space.
But Kramzu able to get that 1 kill again, and now Mamra all alone in B. He definitely will give the call to his teammate. 1 man down for the side off visuals. Mamra trying to get one. There you go. Taiga gets Tokyo. Zen takes out Mamra. We're back to a 3 versus 2, but you gotta watch out for number 3 from the map. Sebio, he needs to time this perfectly. Sebio trying to get the player from the back with that sniper. Sebio able to get 1. Sebio able to get 2. Last player alive is gonna be Taiga, and he's gonna get shut down by Kramzu. Scary takes game number 2, 7-4. Now they are 1 map away to the grand finals. And now Control is next. Scary now, really doing well.
Yeah. Scary wants that fast pass towards the finals because they want to keep up. They want to square up to Thanos in the game, that best of 7. So we gotta see how this game went in the numbers game. And I gotta say, based from what I've seen before the match ended, the numbers in Scary side is quite more consistent, and we're probably gonna see that once we see the scoreboard right now. There you go. It's quite heavy on on side of Sebio, 14-7-1. It's in the high side compared to visuals. It just ultimately came down to the basics. Scary just won more of their gunfights.
Yep, I agree. Scary just won more of their gunfights. And I think they committed to their plays towards that last 3 rounds, which was great as well. And they kept on sending one player to lurk really late. And for them, they just worked together as a team. And you love to see that from the side of Scary. And for Visual Esports, they were there, but B6 just could not find anything with a sniper. He struggled, and he's been a prominent sniper in the Indonesian scene, but unfortunately could not get it here. Now let's take a look at the map videos here. Moving on to our game number 3, could potentially be the last game, which is Crossfire Control.
Oof,
and
Crossfire Control.
and for the side of Scary, they are starting on the good side, which is on defense.
Yeah. They're looking at to sweep it out. I'm sure that this choice was intentional for Scary because it's hard to being attackers in Control is, as we've seen from the past few days. It's tough. Of course, both of these teams know that. But on the side of visuals, it's not the favorable position to be in that you're gonna start as attackers here in a crucial game where you could potentially be knocked out by Scary. So they're gonna have to try and stop Scary at their tracks, but I don't know. For at this point, they're bleeding quite heavily.
Very sorry. We are back. Some I was cleaning my nose, but now we're back to the game. But I was saying about visual. This is their final chance. Their final chance to get back at it for game 4 and for game 5. But here we go. Game number 3 could be the final game. Scary versus Visual Esports. This is game number 3 for lower bracket finals. Scary on the defensive side and Visuals on the offensive side and start things off. Sebio and Tokyo. Even Misek starts off strong.
And yes, Scary. One deficit here in the live. That's good. Tokyo here with advantageous camp corner here. Just 3 folks. It's gonna go in 1, 2. Oh, could not react quickly enough, but that's gonna be enough to disrupt the timing of visuals. But it doesn't phase them. Now Mamra here with the shotgun. Hey, you can't separate the man from the shotgun because Mamra has a high success rate with this weapon in particular. We've seen it in across all game modes. Hey, he's a guy you call for close quarter combat.
Yep, that is true. 24 to 20 mids with that PKM, able to try to shut down more players. But you see Scuderia hopping on that A point. You're gonna put some influence towards that 3 life advantage for Scary. Now the push is gonna come through Tokyo and hit that flank. Could be 1 player inside. Kramzu Sebio able to shut down that player. Only 1 player to beat. It's gonna be Me6 with that type 63. Spots 1. Can you get more players? 19 to 14. Not a lot of lives for the side of visuals.
Not a lot. I do agree with here. Visuals are starting here in the back foot. They're trying their best to capture Alpha, but it's not gonna come with a price here. They have 10 lives remaining. There's 6 ahead for Scary. It's not the way to start the match. It's tough. It's just really tough to be an attacker here. But they're gonna have to press on and try their best because they have 7 lives remaining. 6. It's a countdown. It's a death countdown, but it doesn't help them either with the countdown in the time itself. They have less than 10. They have 10 seconds left. Kenshin pulling out all the stops for the last stand, trying their best here to thin out the numbers for Scary, but it's gonna be nigh. All those efforts might not be enough because it's just 5 seconds left. But they're able to pause the timer in time. But with 4 lives remaining, it's not gonna be spelling good here. Mamra sneaking up here, trying to go in for Zen. Takes out the back way with Taiga, but Zen with the dumpster. And now Mamra with the backstab. 2 more left. They're all started here in Alpha. Now 4 left from Scary. They're gonna go in and take the Alpha. Okay, objective has been lost. 2 left. Visuals still standing on. Pressure and destroy. I don't agree with you.
Players versus 2. Zen gets caught. Tokyo gets both of them. Nice shots from Tokyo. 1-0 now. Scary getting closer to the grand finals as we speak. Looking good so far. Now round number 2. Scary trying to go for an unorthodox approach here. Look at them. They're trying to go for that B push. But unfortunately, they are going to get caught mids though. Without War Machine able to get down 2 more. And now it begins here. They also have the Tempest out, so B capture could begin. Zen is gonna go push for that spawn trap, but they might be able to read this. As Sebu gets shut down, Kramzu is able to trade him. He knows there's a player on top as well. Information is given for them. B point first tick will be complete. And now, if you're deciding on visuals, do you try to fight for A or B here at this point? And the answer will be A. But Mamra and the crew, they're able to hold down more side here, and they're just giving it too much. And for the side of Zen, he took too long there, Redman, and he did not provide anything with that team. B is captured, and this could be the end of the round, but no, mids get shut down. And now 23 to 20, but look at the amount of ticks they've captured for this control.
Yeah, they do. They're fighting there for their very lives here. Marma defending the second floor like his own territory. Alpha's finally being captured here by Scary, and all eyes are on B. Mamra, company. They're trying to go for the second floor. Ooh, huge kill by Mamra. Smoke's got a clue here in mid. Getting tougher and tougher. But trying to shake them. Sebio now going for the push. Firearms, Zen responds. Kayori and Mamra going at it. But slowly and surely, Scary, they're taking him to Bravo into their own hands. Corner check! Kenshin was too fast. And now Kenshin trying to go in for the trade. Here it is. Final countdown here for Scary.
And they're actually, for visuals, they've actually equalized the game here. They're actually leading the game in lives now with a 2-life advantage. Zen brings out the equalizer as well, able to get one more. But now, he get more, but he's gonna get shut down. 9-2-10 now. Minute 24. See Miz trying to take down that player. He shuts down that one. But he's gonna get stabbed through the wall by Taiga. Now Mamra spots that player with a shotgun. 8-8. Back we go. He is trying to load on that Tempest as well. So this is gonna be huge here. Mamra able to take down that player, but Skadarian's there for the trade. 4 versus 6 now. Scary. They almost won the game in a very fast manner in that first few minutes with that cap. Now it's back to SND. Sebu takes down one. Tokyo. Mamra takes down Zen. It's a 3 versus 4. Trying to get that snipe. I think Sebio spots that. I think he knows he's on that side. Tokyo just jumps out here. Ballsy move by him. Mid's gonna go in as well. Information is given to him. Has to back away now. 30 seconds left, Redman. They're waiting for Sebio to get that one pick that they need with that sniper.
He needs to get the skill. He's gonna break the defense wide open. They got 3 lives left. They have 4. Okay, now they're gonna even out.
Okay, able to get that player. Mids had to go in. But he's good with the double kill with that shotgun. Then Misek takes down Tokyo. Visuals barely gets that win again, and now Scary. They had that in the bag, man. They just helped Mids there. Mids got taken down as he was capturing B. And now round number 3 coming up here.
Scary couldn't meet in the middle here. They pushed in separately. Had they just, coordinated a little bit better, they could have won that round and had that 2-0 on the scoreboard. But nonetheless, visuals, they responded quite quickly, and they did what I've been saying, that they had to isolate the fights and put it in their advantage. They were able to do that. They had to keep up this momentum, and they could. 4 in between them. Scary on the back foot. Me 6 putting out all the stops and smokes here into mid. Getting some shots here and against Sebio. Claims another life. This is becoming evening out because Scary is trying to skim off more lives from visuals, but Mamra going 1, going 2. Can shake it yet? Yes! They got it. Scary got the advantage in the lives.
Yep, in the lives. Sebio now has to try to defend A. Well, there's gonna be one final push for Tokyo with that Sparrow, and look how Scary is defending this territory. They are doing it with really great precision here, Tokyo. So with the Sparrow, knows there's more players just on his right. He is gonna spot them, but he is gonna take down 2 before he gets taken down as well. 20-14 now. Not looking good for the side of visual. Still a lot of time though. A lot of time, and the lives are still there, but getting taken down one by one as they fall. Mids, Kramzu as well with that Odin. 18-11. Scary looking like they want to take the lead in this game. Take it 2-1.
Oh yeah. Scary, they have some lives here. They have saved it up. Kenshin. Oh, War Machine from the heavens above. Sebio from the cross country. 7 lives left for visuals. It's not looking good for them. They're gonna get quashed out by the huge wave that is Scary. Kramzo in the corner. Just biding his time. He's gonna wait for the opening kill and bring it wide open. Oh, no. But no, he couldn't complete it on time. Oh my god. 5 left for visuals. The Scary has to just mow them down. That's 4. Now it's 3, 2. It's a death countdown here. Zen and everybody and Kenshin on the last stand, but Tokyo with the final kill. Match point. Series point. 1 left for Scary until they face off Thanatos in the grand finals.
Yep. Here we go.
Smoke out.
Match points for them. From the beginning, and they make the play. Mamra takes down. He's on a 9-kill spree. He has EMP at the ready. Preddy at the ready as well. Kramzu with the depth machine. They're starting to capture towards A. Now you do see them applying that pressure, as you can see with these operators. Tokyo has a 1v1 there. Scuderia actually takes down 2, so they did not clear that building. And, a bit of an overpush there for the side of Kramzo. I know he had a death machine, but I think capturing A was much more important. Now Visual's trying to answer back.
And their answer, quite comfortable here. They have 3 kills leading ahead of Scary, and now they have to just keep on pressing. It's Scary. Scary's holding the ball right now, and it's hard to attacker here in control. Taiga putting out the Annihilator, trying to get some, just trying to skim off some beats here. And oh wow, Visuals, overwhelming lead against Scary here, and they can put this into advantage. They want to tie up this game. They can do it just that. Tokyo now skimming up the numbers here. 9 lives remaining from Scary. Oh man, it's not gonna look good. They have 10 lives in between them. Visuals, they finally have that big advantage. I hope they don't blow it.
They hope they don't blow it. You are right. 9-17. Anything is possible now. Visuals, huge lead for them. Again, this is what defense really brings you. It's a better side for them, but now gotta close it out. Mamra, that shotgun, only able to hit the wall, but he has help from his teammates. Tokyo gonna get shut down. 6-15 now. A minute left on this round. This is a bit doable here, actually. As mid spots this player. Okay, now you're just 2 sets of lives now. But mid's gonna get shut down. Last 3, never mind. Okay, it was doable a while ago, but they all got taken down. 2-2 versus 12. We are going to a round number 5. Visuals Esports still alive in the tournament, as we can see here.
Yeah, it was a snowball effect. Scary couldn't just keep up with it, and now it's the hard reset, the great equalizer. This next round will determine if we're gonna go ahead with game 4 or we're gonna stop here and put Scary now on top in the pedestal. A lot of stakes coming here for Visuals. They need this to be perfect.
Need to be perfect. You have your operators at the ready. They're playing it like an S&D. Could not the best idea here, but let's see if they'll pay off for them. Kramza takes down Kenshin as well. That slow start from Visual Esports left their teammates to have those 1v1s, and now we do see Sabio trying to able to find more players. Mid's able to take down more. Tokyo spots players back and forth. Fortunately, we'll get 3 with that Sparrow. We're back to 25-25. Redman. You see the pressure applied by the side of Scary. Nice shots from Mamura. Zen with that equalizer. He's gonna get shut down by mids. Now, if you're Scary, yes, you're getting the kills that you need, but you are also giving up A, so it's gonna be a longer round. Another minute added. Now Scuderia with that Sparrow.
Putting out Tokyo out of his misery. It's gonna be a capture for Alpha and Visuals. They have it in the bag, yes. They have the extension as well. They're gonna make use of that time. They have 1 life deficit. Scary in the back foot, but not as big. Mamra, yes, with Tempest with a double. Could he convert the triple in the quadra? Going from far behind. He has that, but no. That's the SR from Taiga cross country. Gonna buy their time, put on the trophy for good measure. As they buy their time here and buy their timings, it's still this deficit 1 between them. Oof. It might go down to kills.
It could go down, and for Scary, they're throwing their lives there. But as soon as they see that, Krams are able to take down 2. Keeps it close, 11-13 now. Tokyo just have to wait now. This is gonna come down to at least 2 rounds of S&D. Hunter Killer Drone could be the difference. Trying to find something. Hunter Killer Drone gets Sebio. Mamra is gonna get taken down as well. 9-12 now. Tokyo, he's gonna get 1 kill. That's big. But now they put the pressure on B. Mids inside the back. Able to get 1 as well. Needs help from his teammates. Shuts down the death machine. Spots Zen. Gets a hit marker on him. Will give out the call out to his teammate. Sebio from the sniper. He's gonna get shut down by Taiga. And now it's a 5 versus 8. And they've lost control of that B point. Mids loading up on that war machine as well. B not yet captured. They have to push it through. Last 5 lives remaining for the side of Scary, and Visuals Esports still have 2 more to give. What? Annihilator is out, as well as the EMP for their side, but Annihilator from Sebio able to get 1. This could be the play. But no, he's gonna get War Machine, and now Mid's loading up on his War Machine. He's gonna get shut down as well, and we are going to a game number 4 in this lower bracket final. Very unfortunate to see there. You got to look back at that round number two. Scary. They were capturing A and B, but unfortunately, mids did get taken down in that B point. But we have to go to a game number four in Hardpoint.
What a good comeback with visuals. They're still alive. They're still kicking, and they're gonna take. And they're definitely forced on game 4. That's just a masterclass of clutch. Like they didn't let that fear take them that they could lose everything right here and right now. Everything they worked for the past few weeks. And hey, that's composure. That's that mental fortitude that we've been talking about here. And this is showing that endurance, that mental toughness they've built up over the years. They've finally tuned that, and it's showing right here. Me6 with 31, 17, and 7. Mamra on the other side, Scary, pulling out a lot of stops here, 36, 29, and 4. But ultimately, it just came down to visuals working together. Yes, they didn't get the as much kills as they have against like Mamra here with the 36 and the 32. Me6 with Tiger was 31 and 30 respectively. I like their teamwork here. They should translate that into HP to stay alive.
Yep, that is true. But I think it just came down to, the timely kills that they got in that last round. I think for the side of visuals, they really stepped it up towards that end part, and they were able to get the kills that they needed that last round. And for the sides of Scary, I think they just started throwing their lives away towards the end. I don't think there was some challenges they didn't need to have to, but they ended up doing it, and they got costed, and now they need to finish the series in the hardpoint slums, which is we've seen in the slums game, similar to an apocalypse. You rotate early, you get a lot of points. So that's going to be the question here.
This might be the ideal scenario for Scary to take it home, because they have a high success rate into slums. They have they have a good pedigree coming into this one. For visuals, yeah, pressure's on. They have to try and match that energy and that Scary's giving. So this could be. I could see this go all the way, considering that in the first hardpoint, they managed to close that 100-point gap, but they just need to hit go out of the gate running, just sprinting. They need to establish that big lead early on and not let loose. Because that's how Scary can get you. Scary loves that momentum. They love going through. They love going straight. They have to just apply what they did in that control match, wherein they mess up the flow and the momentum of Scary here. So they got to do that, and they're gonna go and force at game 5.
I agree. So we have to see what's gonna happen here for game number 4. Will Visual Esports get the win here to force a game number 5 and have a chance at the grand finals, or will Scary end it in slums hardpoint? Here we go. Game number 4, Scary Visuals. It begins now.
Here we are. Both teams going for the break for it. It seems like the first presence coming in is Scary. It's gonna tie up. It's just even out, but it's just ebb and flow. It's just gonna come down to whoever wins the gunfights, and they're gonna get control of the first point. As of right now, visuals are establishing some good presence here in P1. Kayora taking out here. Zen traversing the territory. And as we see here, more and more utilities flying through into our open area here. Kenjin claims 1 now, and establishing a good lead. Visuals getting the points early. As I said earlier, if they get the momentum in the first few points, P1 and P2, they can get ahead. And with a triple kill by Scuderia, things could look up.
Here, he's gonna get shut down by Tokyo. Mamra in the crew, pushing through. Shotgun in hand, Mamra trying to be aggressive with this. Finds more players on the right. Well, look at the side of Visual Esports. They're already on the setup for that P2. Taiga with the XM4. He's gonna get shut down more. There's gonna be one more player at the back. B6, they clear it out. Scary able to take over P2.
And here we are in P2. Just everybody here, just playing as a group here. You can't hurt the herd. But it seems that Kayori can pick them off one by one as much as they could. Here it is. Scary, evening out the scoreboard here, overtaking them here by mere points. They have P2 for themselves, and it looks like they're not going to stop with their defense here. They're doing it quite well. They're isolating all the fights here. They're pouring out everybody from backside, just flush them out quite quickly. Even though they just visual spawned in, it's just traffic. They're just going into one spot in one lane and just being mowed down by everybody here. As you see here, Kramzu just with a hip fire and through the smoke, a 5 kill. They just went into one spot. They didn't spread out. That's why that's how Vigils got essentially mowed down. Now Tokyo doing the same thing with a Sparrow. Punched him with a 2 kill. One per fist. Oh my gosh.
Hostiles have the hard point.
And now 45 to 23 there. I mean, I think Scary could have gotten more time there. Dirtman, they kept them pushing up, and no one was on the hill, and I think they lost at least 15 seconds there. They have at least 60 points now, and now they have to push the back. Sevio, the first line of defense, they're able to get one. They'll have to slide out. You know, there's 3 more. But it's those small details that they're Scary. It's just trying to, you know, I think they're just trying to, I'm not saying intentionally, but they're losing the game because of their own mistakes. That's what I'm trying to see here from what they're trying to do here. Now, they do have control P3, but look at that. Tempest as well as Sparrow for the side of Visuals. They break the hill. And now we do see side of Visuals able to get the top.
It's good area. With Sparrow from long range. Just going for the defense here. They need this as much as they can. They have 3 operator skills invested right now, concurrently. While Scary, they're still saving it for that special occasion where they can get just close enough and try and use it. Visuals, I like the defense here, they set up here. They have 3 guys on site, 2 on the outside. And the defense here, they're going for the scrap time here. But Visuals, all the way to the end, got it. They have a 10-point lead. They absolutely need this. Now they're going into the next point. Early presence being established by Visuals.
Early presence, you're right. 58 to 17 now. Zen trying to hit the melee with a spear does not work. They're inside the point, but look at Kenshin and the crew winning their fights. Nice shots from Kenshin. Able to go in, and now he has control of P4. Predator missile by Taiga. Will shut down the player in the back. Nope, but the trophy will be there. Now Kenshin has to play for his life. Enemy for his teammates here. And the push comes through from Taiga. Another reset from him, but look at this. The push from the back by Visuals, but Scary able to hold him down. And now Scary takes control of the hill.
Yeah, Crimson Company, they got it. All trespassers, be wary. He's on site, he has a corner here. He has everything working out for him. Yes, Taiga with a Tempest couldn't stop him though with a retake. 14 seconds left here. They even have the game. And now, I think it's in Scary's best interest to just try and go in for the reset here in P1. They have the man there. They have everybody here, Mamra included. They have the shotguns. Establishing the territory, and I think they could win this. But Kenshin with the numbers game. Not exactly. Opening up here in P1. We're gonna see who takes it first.
Yeah, let's see who takes it first then. Try to find someone, gets mids there. 82 to 97. Zen as well, nice shots from him, and now Visual Esports, 100 points has been reached. And now for the side of Scary, they have control for P2, but they need to push this out. And Mamra brings out the Tempest. Can he find anything? Finds one. Should be one more behind him as well. Spots him as well. Very unfortunate there for that enemy. And now, 29 seconds left. Mamra's still able to get some kills for that. That one stopped the bleeding for now. How can we see more happening for their side?
Tokyo standing here in P1, taken down by Visuals, taking the scrap time. Absolutely they need it, but this is where the danger starts. In P2, this is where Scary truly shines, because in the past, P2 has been exclusively held by Scary, and Visuals just couldn't keep up with it. So they absolutely need to break that away from the mold and just try to establish presence in P2 early on before Scary does, because once they do, that lead is gonna get smaller.
Will get smaller. 120 to 88. Now 50 seconds left. Kenshin with that net machine, and Scary looking pretty scared here in the speed 2 as Visuals getting a lot of momentum off the speed 2. Remember the first time we were here, it was all Scary. Now all Visuals in the kill feed as well as the map control.
Oh yeah, body's dropping out flies here. Scary. They don't have to spawn. It's tough, but they gotta deal with the cards. Me6 with a head glitch. Kayori, just too fast with it. Sebio now coming in, trying to establish the push here. There is some presence here now. Mamra on site. Scuderia following up as well. Tokyo making the entry. Kayori taken out. He couldn't really complete the push because they're just being mowed down. Now Visuals. I love this change up here, wherein they finally took control of P2 and they're gonna go in and try for P3, but Mamra still already ahead of the game, putting out the smoke. They need this point. Scary needs this.
This 154 to 96 big hill here for Scary. And if you're visuals, if you do break this hill, you are getting closer to a game number 5. Ramzu now. Tokyo. And push through. Able to spot more. Mi6 takes down Tokyo. Now it's all up to the side of Mamra. He needs to hold us down, buy time for his teammates. He does have a Tempest, has to get out of the hill. To buy time for his teammates. Gets 2, gets 3. Big kills by Mamra there to keep the team alive. Gary now on the back end, trying to get that comeback going.
Huge investments here by operating skills. There's 2 from Scary. This just shows how much they need to secure this point. And now, you have your Sebio going in for the advance here into P4. With Equalizer, yes, that's gonna be 1. We'll convert to double. They need this space cleared out so Scary can have a good entry here. But as we speak, Visuals already ahead of the chase. Tokyo now trying to eliminate more of Visuals. Mi6 now with a trade-off. They're gonna try and their best, and they're gonna hold on the ground. They're gonna hold their stand here. They have 40 points left. They're gonna break away to 200 points. They absolutely got the momentum back from Scary in the middle of the match, and I like this. I like what I'm seeing. They definitely want to force this game 5. They want the game 5 badly.
Yep, game 5 battle. You're at 180 to 135. And for the side of Scary, they're on the back end here. Again, they're gonna lose those early hills. Early fights, and look at Kenshin with that death machine trying to clear out the back for his team. Number 5, Kramzu trying his best. He is gonna get shut down. 20 seconds left here, and it's looking like it's all Visuals Esports here. And now Scary, they are forced to get out of that P4 and reset for P1 and hope that they need to get this perfect holds in P1 and P2 if they still want a chance in this game number 4.
Oof. Scary slipping up. Visuals looking good. And now Mamra was pushed to smoke here. Trying to get Mi6, got ahead of it first. Visuals now finally broke away to 200 point mark. Double kill by Zen. Clearing out the perimeter here. Trying to stop Scary from the tracks. Spawn is not on the side of Scary. It's not favorable to them at all. They're gonna travel far here. But that's okay. For Visuals, they're trying to keep up. Zen. Tokyo now with the Sparrow. Double kill. Oh, it's a 5 kill for Tokyo, rather. Mamra now with the Tempest. Holding on to the site. They have sight right now. They need to close the gap here. If they take P1 for themselves the whole time, maybe they can even it out before we can even get to P2.
72-14. It's gonna come down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Scary. Big fights right here. Mids has a big gunfight, but he's gonna get pushed by 2 players. The call out is there. Pushing blue. Mamra, Kenshin. It's gonna be a fight for the back. So you have 3 players in the back. It's gonna be the battle for P2 spawns. Here comes the fight. The War Machine could be out at any moment now, but Mids takes down 2 big kills for them. And Scary, they take over P2. And now, gonna come down to the hold. Hill's about to load up. 7 seconds left. Sebio able to get the first one. Sebio gets the second as well. Has help from the third. His teammates are there. And now, Kramzu with the death machine. It's his turn to spray and pray and shut down all the plays and visuals. No streaks for them, no operators, so it's a clean hold for Scary here as long as they win their fights here. Tiger gonna get shut down. Ramzo still holding it down. Tokyo needs help from his teammates. Mamra with the shotgun. First side of defense with the Hunter Killer, able to shut down more players. Nice hill for them. Game will not end here, but it will surely keep them in the lead and make them closer to that victory as Sebio sprays down with the equalizer. Probably get shut down by the players of Visuals, and Visuals still alive, but Mids with the War Machine stays alive and makes the play for the team.
Wow, what a masterclass of Scary here. P1 and now P2. They've held it. Visuals doesn't even get the chance to go into P2. They can't even do anything about it. And now Scary, they're closing into the gap and they retook it. They need 20 more, and they by game 5. Sebio climbs up the wall. Could not hack it now. And here it is. It all could end here in P3. It all can end here. It is up to Scary to close out the gap. Kenshin now with the death machine. Big investments right now. They need as much help as they could get. Kaori posted up. They're trying to go for the wall down. Yes, double kill. Huge. Scuderia last in sight. And now it's them. The countdown begins. They only need 10. And there's no one in sight for Visuals. five, and it's slowly slipping away. And now Scary could
one's
see
on the board.
themselves, but now they can see themselves facing up into Thanatos. No more game 5. Scary ends it here in game 4 in 2-1. They're gonna see Energy Thanatos here in the best of 7 quite soon in the grand finals.
Yep. 3-1. They take the victory in this lower bracket final. Scary takes it home. We thought he was going to go to game 5, but they clutched up, got 2 hills, and then they break P3 in 1 successful break. Beautiful stuff coming out from them. And now we are going to a grand finals of NH Tornadoes versus Scary, which we had. It's going to be a rematch of the semifinals as well as the grand finals from the last tournament.
Yes, I agree. It's Thanatos vying for the double title back to back, and Scary trying to end the streak and take the title for themselves. But we're gonna give credit where credit's due. Tokyo, 47, 40, and 14. Monumental and crucial in taking that P1 and P2, and eventually P3. Their valiant it's just this guy. His valiant effort just to, mow down everybody from visuals. They can't even get into sight. They can't even get past the stairwell. That's how excellent it was. And now, I gotta say, what a journey it has been for visuals. GG's well played. They put out all the stops here in the control, but ultimately, it's just Scary. Just being more consistent all around. 3-1 shutdown. What a lower bracket final it has been.
It was a crazy lower bracket final, but we saw that there was only one team that prevailed, and that was Scary. They wanted to go back to the grand finals, and they are now here. Scary and NH Tornadoes up next for our grand finals. I mean, just a crazy series on that lower bracket final. Thought we were going to get a 3-0, but no, we got a 3-1, which is a great series. But now we're going to have a 10-minute break. We're going to get the vetoes in and going to get the teams prepared. We'll be right back. Action with the community, and there's going to be hope from any game in mobile. I think it has hope. There's so many games that died, but there's also so many games that just came up out of nowhere and now are still thriving. So I think it's a healthy ecosystem. It's healthy competition for all the games.
Right. It's like, Valorant, Riot Games is actively like, how do you say? Yeah, they're actively communicating.
Their support is amazing on the esports side. They have a path to pro, they have a franchise, and then you can also be from amateur, then you can all the way go to the worlds. I'm just like, it's great, man. Like you have a lot of chances, and it pushes you if you really want to pursue a career in esports. So like, hey, I'm gonna do my best because I know there's something at the end of the light at the tunnel, and there is. So that's how I think. Hopefully, we do see that in Call of Duty Mobile. Hopefully next year.
Well, I mean, speaking of like a roadmap, right? Are you looking forward to Gaming's Fall Championship?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, the first was already a success. We had some amateur teams there, some pro teams that now, we upped the prize pool, and this reminds me of back when I was competing back in 2018, 2019. There was an organization doing this as well. They were hosting tournaments. They were having LANs and everything. So they had a pulse. They had a community. So it's great to see that Yuno Gaming, they're pushing the boundaries here and actually really setting the standard and reviving the Call of Duty Mobile scene here in this, not just in the Philippines but in Asia, in Southeast Asia, and hopefully in other regions as well. So it's really great to see what's happening, and I'm looking forward to Yuno Fall Championship.
Yeah, same. I'm also looking forward to how we improved from the last championship that we hosted as well, right? On the operations side, personally, right, as a caster, I'm sure you've also had a look at behind the scenes, right? What do you want to see more?
I want to see more competition, man. Some of the games are a bit of a one-sided, but here I wanna see some underdog. I want to see some some really close games. Push it to game 5. That's what I want to see. And I also want to see if Scary can bounce back, man. They struggled up against Thanatos, or will Thanatos just take it over? Or if that's the case, I wanna see an amateur team try to take over that. It's easier said than done, but they had enough time, and prize pool is really good. So I think this is a good time for them to step it up and just to end the year right.
Right, I agree, man. I hope, maybe there's like an amateur team that somehow shocks everyone with how well they're performing in the fall tournament, right?
I agree.
Then okay, since you said you're looking forward to Scary, right? Is there any one particular team you're looking forward to this fall?
I mean, Thanatos, they won the last one. Why am I gonna change my pick? I just want to see Scary make it back and get a run for their money against
Right.
against Thanatos. But Thanatos, I mean, if you have AG on your team, that guy's a Western champion. Risky's a 2-time champ there. They have experience. It's always going to be the experience from those veterans that will lead them to victory. So I'm still looking forward to Thanatos. Most likely bring it home.
Yeah, okay. What do you think of the vision that Gaming is trying to achieve, and what do you hope to see us doing more in the future?
I think the Gaming's vision is very very clear and concise. I know what you guys know what you want to do. That's to support and revive Call of Duty Mobile, and just bring that fire back that was back in 2020 to 21, 22. Really have a fingerprint on the community so that everybody comes back. Nobody's wasting their time. You guys want to run those tournaments, which is really great, man. You're giving a path to all these amateur teams to make some money at the same time, sharpen their skills, and just one day they could hop onto the Garena Masters or even the world stage. So I love to see that, and hopefully in the future, man, we get a community league, man. Not just a pro league, but like a gaming league. That's you get everyday matches. We get a monthly tournament. We get a quarterly playoffs, that type of stuff. And I just love to see that as a guy that was a competitive player back in when esports wasn't quote unquote known. It's nice to see that there's still people that still have that kind of mindset that I do. I just want to grow it. I just want to have a community to actually play and have a great esports ecosystem.
Honestly, right, this is a bit of a personal question, right? But are you excited for Valorant Mobile?
I am, dude. I mean, I've played Valorant since it came out. I've known about it since before. It's just a great game, but it's also it takes a toll on your mental health sometimes. But but sometimes you just get a bit too serious. But it's fine. But it's a fun game, man. I think I'm not good at mobile games, but I think I'm gonna try it. Of course, it's Valorant, man. So I've tried Valorant console. That was fun as well. So pretty much I'm excited for that one as well. And hopefully, maybe we might say Gaming Valorant Mobile tournament. I mean, shout out to Tyrant, man. They have a LAN happening right now as we speak.
Dang.
They have a LAN in the Philippines for Valorant Mobile. Yes, it's happening right now.
Okay. Damn.
So I mean, Cali's casting that. Warden's also casting. So it's nice to see that they're already ahead of them. And like you saw, they started. You guys can continue that. It doesn't matter who goes first or not, as long as we're supporting the people and we get to have a great ecosystem with everyone. I think that'll be great.
Yeah, I fully agree as well.
Hopefully, you guys stay tuned for more. And Game, I think these guys are the future right here. Hopefully, they just keep it up. I hope we get to see more tournaments for Gaming, but I will be casting the Gaming Fall Championship with Cali as well. So we'll see you guys there. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to follow them at Facebook, Instagram, X, or whatever, TikTok, whatever you want to see. They're always gonna be there. Chain from the back, but here comes the Tempest. Gotta be useful here.
Burst from Vanguard with... Oh, he knows there's another guy stairs.
Elite, they are looking like they want to run up.
I need that blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thot. Shoulda never let that bitch alone with my sleep. My that bitch get pit poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, busy like a beatbox. I need that blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thot. Shoulda never let that bitch alone with my sleep. My that bitch get pit poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, busy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Selena.
Funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? Could you want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure."
Welcome back back to Yuno Gaming. Today we have an interview with a very special guest. It's Coach Jericho.
I'm Coach Jericho. Been a coach for a long time. Also played Call of Duty back then, and just have some conversation here about some Call of Duty stuff. For Call of Duty Mobile, looking forward to the future as well as looking at Yuno Gaming.
Let's just dive into the first question. Yeah. So the first question is, what got you into casting in COD M? What is motivating you to carry on?
Yeah, funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? You want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure." So Beef Mommy and we tried out. We auditioned, and then the ESL mods were like, "That's the best audition they've heard." And then from there on, I've been getting casting gigs here and there. But at the same time, I was also doing coaching. But then when I retired, that's when I went to full-time casting. But now more on the part-time side. What's motivating me to continue is just it's fun. I love Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty and Call of Duty Mobile in general. It's the game that I've won as a player and as a coach. And now I'm casting. It's great to see players from the amateur side to the competitive side to the world stage. See them win, see them improve. I think it's just fun, and I just really love watching Call of Duty. It's just a really fun esport.
Yeah, I think it's actually quite entertaining for me as well. The next question is, what's your opinion of the current FPS mobile esports scene, especially Call of Duty Mobile?
I would say neutral state, because it's not the best, but it's not bad. It's just there. I mean, obviously it died down, especially during the pandemic. It was, everything was high because you couldn't go out. Now people are getting back to their lives. It will die down because people have their own lives. I have my own life too. So I think it's just in a neutral scene, especially for COD M. I think they just got to restructure everything. I think have more transparency with everyone, saying like, hey, this is our roadmap. This is what we're going to do for this year, so that everyone has an idea that, hey, we're going to practice for a year. We have this set of tournaments, just like in a different game. Let's say in Valorant, they show their year end and then their next season, what's gonna happen, how do you get in, this and that. So, it's for the community. They have a connection with the community. I think that's what COD M has to have, a connection with the community. And there's gonna be hope from any game in mobile. I think it has hope. There's so many games that died, but there's also so many games that just came up out of nowhere and now are still thriving. So I think it's a healthy ecosystem. It's healthy competition for all the games.
Right. It's like Valorant. Riot Games is actively like how do you say? Yeah, they're actively communicating.
Their support is amazing on the esports side. They have a path to pro. They have a franchise, and then you can also be from amateur. Then you can all the way go to the worlds. I'm just like it's great, man. Like you have a lot of chances, and it pushes you if you really want to pursue a career in esports. So like, hey, I'm gonna do my best because I know there's something at the end of the light at the tunnel, and there is. So that's how I think. Hopefully, we do see that in Call of Duty Mobile. Hopefully next year.
Well, I mean, speaking of like a roadmap, right? Are you looking forward to Yuno Gaming's Fall Championship?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, the first was already a success. We had some amateur teams there, some pro teams that now, we upped the prize pool, and this reminds me of back when I was competing back in 2018, 2019. There was an organization doing this as well. They were hosting tournaments. They were having LANs and everything, so they had a pulse, they had a community. So it's great to see that Yuno Gaming, they're pushing the boundaries here and actually really setting the standard and reviving the Call of Duty Mobile scene here in this, not just in the Philippines but in Asia, in Southeast Asia, and hopefully in other regions as well. So it's really great to see what's happening, and I'm looking forward to Yuno Fall Championship.
Yeah, same. I'm also looking forward to how we improved from the last championship that we hosted as well, right? On the operations side, personally, right, as a caster, I'm sure you've also had a look at behind the scenes, right? What do you want to see more?
I want to see more competition, man. Some of the games are a bit of a one-sided, but here I wanna see some underdog. I want to see some some really, really close games, push it to game 5. That's what I want to see. And I also want to see if Scary can bounce back, man. You know, they struggled up
Right.
against Thanatos, or will just Thanatos just take it over? Or you know what? If that's the case, I wanna see an amateur team try to take over that. It's easier said than done, but you know they had enough time, and prize pool is really good. So I think this is a good time for them to step it up and just to end the year right.
Right, I agree, man. I hope, you know, maybe there's like an amateur team that somehow like, you know, shocks everyone with how well they're performing in the fall tournament, right?
I agree.
Then okay, since you said you're looking forward to Scary, right? Is there any like one particular team you're looking forward to this fall?
I mean, Thanatos, they won the last one. Why am I gonna change my pick? I just want to see Scary make it back and get a run for their money against
Right.
against Thanatos. But like Thanatos, I mean, if you have AG on your team, that guy's a Western champion. Risky's a two-time champ. There, they have experience. It's always going to be the experience from those veterans that will lead them to victory. So I'm still looking forward to Thanatos. Most likely bring it home.
Yeah, okay. What do you think of like the vision that Yuno Gaming is trying to achieve, and what do you hope to see us doing more in the future?
I think the Yuno Gaming's vision is very very clear and concise. I know what you guys know what you want to do. That's to support and revive Call of Duty Mobile, and just, you know, bring that fire back that was back in 2020 to 21, 22. You know, really have a fingerprint on the community so that everybody comes back. You know, nobody's wasting their time. You know, you guys want to run those tournaments, which is really great, man. You're giving a path to all these amateur teams to, you know, make some money at the same time, sharpen their skills, and just one day they could hop onto the Garena Masters or even the world stage. So I love to see that, and hopefully in the future, man, we get a community league, man. No, not just a pro league, but like a Yuno Gaming league. That's, you know, you get everyday matches. We get a monthly tournament. We get a quarterly playoffs, that type of stuff. And you know, I just love to see that as a guy that was a competitive player back in when esports wasn't quote unquote known. You know, it's nice to see that, you know, there's still people that still have that kind of mindset that I do. Like, I just want to grow it. I just want to have a community to actually play and have a, you know, have a great esports ecosystem.
Honestly, right, this is a bit of a personal question, right? But are you excited for Valorant Mobile?
I am, dude. I mean, I've played Valorant since it came out. I've known about it since before. You know, it's just a great game, you know. But it's also it takes a toll on your mental health sometimes. But you know, but you know, sometimes you know you just get a bit too serious. But it's fine. But it's a fun game, man. I think. I'm not good at mobile games, but I just love. I think I'm gonna try it. Of course, it's Valorant, man. So I've tried Valorant console. That was fun as well. So pretty much, I'm excited for that one as well. And hopefully, you know, maybe we might say Yuno Gaming Valorant Mobile Tournament. I mean, shout out to Tyrant, man. They have a LAN like happening right now as we speak.
Dang.
They have a LAN in the Philippines for Valorant Mobile. Yes, it's happening right now.
Okay.
So, I mean, Cali's casting that. Warden's also casting. So, you know, it's nice to see that they're already ahead of them. And like you saw, they started. You guys can continue that. You know, it doesn't matter who goes first or not, as long as we're supporting the people and we get to have a great ecosystem with everyone. I think that'll be great.
Yeah, I fully agree as well.
Hopefully, you guys stay tuned for more. And Yuno Game, I think these guys are the future right here. Hopefully, they just keep it up. I hope we get to see more tournaments for Yuno Gaming. But I will be casting the Yuno Gaming Fall Championship with Cali as well. So we'll see you guys there. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to follow them at Facebook, Instagram, X, or whatever, TikTok, whatever you want to see. They're always gonna be there. Chain from the back, but here comes the Tempest. Gotta be useful here.
Burst from Vanguard with... Oh, he knows there's another guy stairs.
Elite, they are looking like they want to run over.
I need that blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free that. Should've never let that bitch alone with my sleep. My that bitch skip hip, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, busy like a beatbox. I need that blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free that. Should've never let that bitch alone with my sleep. My that bitch skip hip, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, busy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Selena.
Funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? Could you want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure."
Welcome back to Yuno Gaming. Today we have an interview with a very special guest. It's Coach Jericho.
I'm Coach Jericho. Been a coach for a long time. Also played Call of Duty back then, and just have some conversation here about some Call of Duty stuff. For Call of Duty Mobile, looking forward to the future as well as looking at Yuno Gaming.
Let's just dive into the first question. Yeah. So the first question is, what got you into casting in COD M? What is motivating you to carry on?
Yeah, funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? Could you want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure." So Beef Mommy and we tried out, we auditioned, and then the ESL mods were like, "That's the best audition they've heard." And then from there on, I've been getting casting gigs here and there. But at the same time, I was also doing coaching. But then when I retired, that's when I went to full-time casting. But now more on the part-time side. What's motivating me to continue is just it's fun. I love Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty and Call of Duty Mobile in general. It's the game that I've won as a player and as a coach. And now I'm casting. It's great to see players from the amateur side to the competitive side to the world stage. See them win, see them improve. I think it's just fun, and I just really love watching Call of Duty. It's just a really fun esport.
Yeah, I think it's actually quite entertaining for me as well. The next question is, what's your opinion of the current FPS mobile esports scene, especially Call of Duty Mobile?
I would say neutral state, because it's not the best, but it's not bad. It's just there. I mean, obviously it died down, especially during the pandemic. It was, everything was high because you couldn't go out. Now people are getting back to their lives. It will die down because people have their own lives. I have my own life too. So I think it's just in a neutral scene, especially for COD M. I think they just got to restructure everything. I think have more transparency with everyone, saying like, "Hey, this is our roadmap. This is what we're gonna do for this year," so that everyone has an idea that, hey, we're going to practice for a year. We have this set of tournaments, just like in a different game. Let's say in Valorant, they show their year end and then their next season, what's gonna happen, how do you get in, this and that. So, it's for the community. They have a connection with the community. I think that's what COD M has to have, a connection with the community. And there's gonna be hope from any game in mobile. I think it has hope. There's so many games that died, but there's also so many games that just came up out of nowhere and now are still thriving. So I think it's a healthy ecosystem. It's healthy competition for all the games.
Right. It's like Valorant. Riot Games is actively like how do you say? Yeah, they're actively communicating.
Their support is amazing on the esports side. They have a path to pro. They have a franchise, and then you can also be from amateur. Then you can all the way go to the worlds. I'm just like it's great, man. Like you have a lot of chances, and it pushes you if you really want to pursue a career in esports. So hey, I'm gonna do my best because I know there's something at the end of the light at the tunnel, and there is. So that's how I think. Hopefully, we do see that in Call of Duty Mobile. Hopefully next year.
Well, I mean, speaking of like a roadmap, right? Are you looking forward to Yuno Gaming's Fall Championship?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, the first was already a success. We had some amateur teams there, some pro teams, that now we upped the prize pool, and this reminds me of back when I was competing back in 2018, 2019. There was an organization doing this as well. They were hosting tournaments. They were having LANs and everything, so they had a pulse, they had a community. So it's great to see that Yuno Gaming, they're pushing the boundaries here and actually really setting the standard and reviving the Call of Duty mobile scene here in this, not just in the Philippines but in Asia, in Southeast Asia, and hopefully in other regions as well. So it's really great to see what's happening, and I'm looking forward to Yuno Fall Championship.
Yeah, same. I'm also looking forward to how we improved from the last championship that we hosted as well, right? On the operations side, personally, right, as a caster, I'm sure you've also had a look at behind the scenes, right? what do you want to see more?
I want to see more competition, man.
Mm.
You know, some of the games are a bit of a one-sided, but here I wanna see some underdog. I want to see some some really really close games. Push it to game 5. That's what I want to see. And I also want to see if Scary can bounce back, man. You know, they struggled up
Right.
against Thanatos, or will Thanatos just take it over? Or you know what? If that's the case, I wanna see an amateur team try to take over that. It's easier said than done, but you know they had enough time, and prize pool is really good. So I think this is a good time for them to step it up and just to end the year right.
Right, I agree, man. I hope maybe there's like an amateur team that somehow shocks everyone with how well they're performing in the fall tournament, right?
I agree.
Then okay, since you said you're looking forward to Scary, right? Is there any one particular team you're looking forward to this fall?
I mean, Thanatos, they won the last one. Why am I gonna change my pick? I just want to see Scary make it back and get a run for their money against
Right.
against Thanatos. But like Thanatos, I mean, if you have AG on your team, that guy's a Western champion. Risky's a 2-time champ there. They have experience. It's always going to be the experience from those veterans that will lead them to victory. So I'm still looking forward to Thanatos. Most likely bring it home.
Yeah, okay. What do you think of the vision that Gaming is trying to achieve, and what do you hope to see us doing more in the future?
I think the Gaming's vision is very very clear and concise. I know what you guys know what you want to do. That's to support and revive Call of Duty Mobile, and just bring that fire back that was back in 2020 to 21, 22. Really have a fingerprint on the community so that everybody comes back. Nobody's wasting their time. You guys want to run those tournaments, which is really great, man. You're giving a path to all these amateur teams to make some money at the same time, sharpen their skills, and just one day they could hop onto the Arena Masters or even the world stage. So I love to see that, and hopefully in the future, man, we get a community league, man. Not just a pro league, but like a gaming league. That's you get everyday matches. We get a monthly tournament. We get a quarterly playoffs, that type of stuff. And I just love to see that as a guy that was a competitive player back in when esports wasn't quote unquote known. It's nice to see that there's still people that still have that kind of mindset that I do. Like, I just want to grow it. I just want to have a community to actually play and have a great esports ecosystem.
Honestly, right, this is a bit of a personal question, right? But are you excited for Valorant Mobile?
I am, dude. I mean, I've played Valorant since it came out. I've known about it since before. It's just a great game. But it's also it takes a toll on your mental health sometimes. But
yeah.
But sometimes you just get a bit too serious. But it's fine. But it's a fun game, man. I think. I'm not good at mobile games, but I think I'm gonna try it. Of course, it's Valorant, man. So I've tried Valorant console. That was fun as well. So pretty much I'm excited for that one as well. And hopefully, maybe we might say Gaming Valorant Mobile tournament. I mean, shout out to Tyrant, man. They have a LAN happening right now as we speak.
Dang.
They have a LAN in the Philippines for Valorant Mobile. Yes, it's happening right now.
Okay. Damn.
So
okay.
I mean, Cali's casting that. Warden's also casting. So it's nice to see that they're already ahead of them. And like you saw, they started. You guys can continue that. It doesn't matter who goes first or not, as long as we're supporting the people and we get to have a great ecosystem with everyone. I think that'll be great.
Yeah, I fully agree as well.
Hopefully, you guys stay tuned for more. And Game, I think these guys are the future right here. Hopefully, they just keep it up. I hope we get to see more tournaments for Gaming. But I will be casting the Gaming Fall Championship with Cali as well. So we'll see you guys there. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to follow them at Facebook, Instagram, X, or whatever, TikTok, whatever you want to see. They're always gonna be there. Chain from the back, but here comes the Tempest. Gotta be useful here.
Burst from Vanguard with... Oh, he knows there's another guy stairs.
elite. They are looking like they want to run away.
I need that blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thot. Should've never let that bitch alone with my sleep. My database skip hip, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, busy like a beatbox. I need that blue white bitch on Depop, chillin' teapot, 2 left feet, them Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thot. Should've never let that bitch alone with my sleep. My database skip hip, poppin' in my Reeboks. Talk about a detox, busy like a beatbox. All grown up, bitch, looking like Selena, not that.
Funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? Could you want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure."
Welcome back to Yuno Gaming. Today we have an interview with a very special guest. It's Coach Jericho.
I'm Coach Jericho. Been a coach for a long time. Also played Call of Duty back then, and just have some conversation here about some Call of Duty stuff. Your Call of Duty Mobile. Looking forward to the future, as well as looking at Yuno Gaming.
Let's just dive into the first question. Yeah. So the first question is, what got you into casting in COD M? What is motivating you to carry on?
Funnily enough, casting wasn't really my first choice. I did casting because a friend of mine that worked at ESL, he told me, "Hey man, I got a slot for casting. Could you do me a favor? Could you want to try it out?" I was like, "All right, sure." So Beef Mommy and we tried out, we auditioned, and then the ESL mods were like, "That's the best audition they've heard." And then from there on, I've been getting casting gigs here and there. At the same time, I was also doing coaching, but then when I retired, that's when I went to full-time casting. But now more on the part-time side. What's motivating me to continue is just it's fun. I love Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty and Call of Duty Mobile in general. It's the game that I've won as a player and as a coach, and now I'm casting. It's great to see players from the amateur side to the competitive side to the world stage. See them win, see them improve. I think it's just fun, and I just really love watching Call of Duty. It's just a really fun esport.
Yeah, I think it's actually quite entertaining for me as well. The next question is, what's your opinion of the current FPS mobile esports scene, especially Call of Duty Mobile?
I would say neutral state, because it's not the best, but it's not bad. It's just there. I mean, obviously it died down, especially during the pandemic. It was, everything was high because you couldn't go out. Now people are getting back to their lives. It will die down because people have their own lives. I have my own life too. So I think it's just in a neutral scene, especially for COD M. I think they just got to restructure everything. I think have more transparency with everyone, saying like, "Hey, this is our roadmap. This is what we're gonna do for this year," so that everyone has an idea that, hey, we're going to practice for a year. We have this set of tournaments, just like in a different game. Let's say in Valorant, they show their year end and then their next season, what's gonna happen. How do you get in?
The time is now. This is the grand finals of the Yuno Fall Championship playoffs, day 4. I'm Redmond. Together with me is Coach Jericho. It's been a long time coming. Finally, we're here. NH Thanatos versus Scary. So this is a best of 7 with NH Thanatos with a 1 map advantage, meaning to say they already have a win automatically in BO7, which means it's going to be a little bit harder for Scary to take the win against them. So they came from the lower bracket. They went all the way here. They're going to go for the rematch. So Coach J, who's your pick?
I'm going to go with NH Thanatos here. I think that +1 does give them help, but I think they showed in that series against Scary. They only lost one game in the SND. So I think they could go to 4-1 if they lose that SND. Win the next 3 respawns, I think they'll be fine.
Okay, so I'm going to play the underdog here, Scary. I think Scary could win this. I mean, we've seen the monstrous amount of momentum they can garner from just with their sheer force and brutality itself. So I think they got this. I think they have what it takes to just put out all the way. So now we're gonna see where their playing field will bring us in this best of 7 series.
Yep, that is true. Let's take a look at the map vetoes here. And now for our game 1, it'll be Hacienda Hardpoint. Game 2, Kurohana Search and Destroy. Game 3, Raid Control. And Game 4 will be Subway Hardpoint. Yes, we are going to get through 5 and 6 if it's needed, but we will put that on your screen in a while. But first, let's we'll get to our first 4 games for now.
Hacienda and Hardpoint. Okay, so we've seen these two teams duke it out here in Hacienda. They're quite aggressive, and I gotta say they're quite at par with each other when it comes to their stats in here. So, Coach Jay, what do you think? What does it take for these two teams to take the point in Hacienda?
It's all about the again using the operators. I know we've been saying it for the longest times, but I think that is the biggest. That's what you have to do in order to actually get some wins here. And for today, I think you got to watch out for AG with his War Machine, and then for the other side, you got to watch out for mids how they both use it. So the War Machine players are going to be important here because they can take it off from range. At the same time, you get that at the right times of the game.
Yeah. I do agree with it here. We've seen it time and time again that proper investments and good timing in putting down the operators and the score streaks make a big difference here. We've seen it in the previous game with Scary that they do have those timings down, and not to mention too that they control their spawns quite well. They can manage themselves, and more importantly, if they do need to go for the retake, they can do it. They can do it fast and they can do it efficiently. So I could say the same thing for both teams that they can initiate aggressive plays when need be. So hey, only time's gonna tell because Hacienda is a big map, and of course this map is, I don't know, for me a little too small for this matchup because these two teams, big names in Codem. They're gonna need a bigger map. They're gonna need the world stage here, but hey, we're gonna have the stage here in Yuno Gaming.
Here we go. The grand finals is on. Scary NH Thanatos. Game number 1. Hardpoint in Hacienda. Start things off with Mamra on your screen. Hill is up and Thanatos strikes first. I think that first point.
Here it is. It's a good start for Scary. They've established the dominance right now, and it's an ebb and flow like we've seen earlier from Scary's match with Visuals. Nothing new. Still trying to get a foothold. No one has a clear cut edge yet, but from what I'm seeing here, kills are flying out. It seems that Thanatos is winning a bit more fights than Scary right now.
Yep, they're winning a bit more fights in Thanatos, but at the same time, Scary was coming off from a hot series, so expect them to have that momentum. So now they really stepping it up, 21-10 so far as we move on to the second hill. See the side of Eddie Thanatos holding down the spawns, and look who's already there. Thanatos looking from the back, number 2. Mamra is on the flank, able to pitch this with Seam. This could happen now, and here comes the start of P2.
And here it is. The defense begins here. The smokes are gonna occlude here in the garage area. Tokyo will make a play. Will go out, brave the storm, but the backside from Rex will stop him in his tracks. Mamra now following up suit, going down here in the dive. Take it. No! Gurk. Too slick with it. Double kill. And now Thanatos, they have the lead. They've established a 10-point lead. It's gonna be enough for them to separate themselves from Scary, but there's no retake in sight. I mean, there is some presence here, but it seems that the numbers game, Thanatos, there's more people there in sight right now, and Scary, they're gonna have to leave it to the latter points, the latter hills, to try and make a break for it.
Trying to make a break for it. And now we see Risky in front of the hill. Last 7 seconds to go, and they didn't even get to use their operators here. So they're loading up on their ops here. And it's Thanatos, and now you see them on the rotation for P3. They have one player to beat, which is going to be Mamra. Mamra does get Rex. So now it's a fight for that second floor, that top flat side. See Risky trying to break it down, does get one, but needs help from his teammates. Scary able to get the time, but look at the spawns in favor of Thanatos. They're pushing through from the front.
And yes, they're gonna go through the front door. Screaming FBI. Coming into P3. That's Freezy. With the equalizer coming in down. Double converts. No, okay, so it's a push and shove. No telling yet who's gonna take on the site. But AG putting down the War Machine is gonna do some benefit. Putting the site here is the smoke. Sebio taken down. And this is more and more push here. But when it comes to the numbers game, I think it's Scary's win to take. It doesn't matter though, because it's Thanatos. They have the better spawn here. And I think it just got flipped.
It just got flipped, and now see everything flipping out left and right, but Scary able to get some time off that. All the operators for the side of Thanatos were popped, and they only got, what, at least 2 to 3 points there, and a bit of a waste there, but if you're Scary, that is what you need. And now, look at them on the front end. They have the streaks that they need. They also have their operators. It's their turn to try to break it through as Rex and Tokyo get the trades back and forth. Thanatos gets the first one. Here comes the push from Sebio with that equalizer, able to get 2 and 3. Now Scary gets the hill.
All right. They need to close out 20 points, but only if they can hold on for that long. But I think they could. They have the manpower here. Freezing attempting for the break. Nope. The defense is too ironclad here. Scary now. They're slowly building it up, and they're gonna surpass Thanatos with 30 seconds left on the hill right now. So AJ attempts going in. Freezy from the back door, jumping out, but no, it's Kayori sweeping it down. Scary. Finally, they retook the lead.
Yep, they retook the lead, and now we do see the push coming through them. And we see them to make a play for the team. 84 to 62, last 4 seconds to go. It's a hit on over to P1 we go. It's the reset. Thanatos haven't gotten a point. Only got 2 points on that P4. Scary back in the game.
Oh yeah, they're back in the game indeed. They put themselves out there with 20 points ahead of Thanatos. And now it's gonna go for the hard reset. We're going back to P1. Freezy dives down from the second floor. We'll go for the attempt to retake, but he's gonna clear out more and more people and try for that. But Mamra with a backstab. Well, it's proving too late. And now it's no stopping them. Thanatos, they finally got hold of sight. They're slowly inching forward. It's a push and pull. This kind of thing. But I see in the whole series, this could be the recurring theme. That Scary will try to go for the 1-up, and Thanatos going for the 1-up again. So there's no telling who's gonna get this first win.
There's no telling. It's a back and forth. So here we go. We're moving on. Scary and Thanatos able to make the play here. Only 111, and Scary looking really, really good for this hill. They're getting a lot of time that they need. Let's see if they can keep it as we hit the reset back to P2.
Okay. For Thanatos, they absolutely need to have this a perfect run here in P2 so they can catch up and close up on Scary to retake the lead. And now, we're gonna see the push coming through. Freezy needs a charge here with a grenade. It's gonna get a little bit harder with the smoke coming through. And now, the entry. They're a little bit stuck here. Death Machine? No way! He just put it out! He couldn't put out the investment in time. Kayori holding close here in the corner. No more. Here it is, Scary with the retake. They want us to extend this lead as much as they could because Thanatos, once they retake that, it's gonna be tougher for them to climb up on.
That's true. It will be tougher for them, and look at this, Scary. Starting off really, really strong. You'll love to see this from them. Now let's see if they can keep it up. Scary coming through, Mamra on your screen. Big fight right here from the back, gets another kill. Nice help from his teammates as well. It's Scary, they are not going down without a fight. +1 advantage does not matter for them. NH Thanatos on the back end again. Game is not yet over, still a long game to go. But Scary has a huge lead so far.
Yeah. I mean, Scary, they know they're working behind the one map advantage for Thanatos, and they know that quite well. They understood the assignment. They want to even it out as early as they could, and doing a great job at doing that. Thanatos now, they have P3. The smoke's helping them in their favor. Freezy, by the edge here of the stairwell, finds... Oh! There's still 4 people out there in front of him. He couldn't react quickly. Now Sebio will go in and break the door wide open here. It's Scary's now. It's Scary's P3 to hold. And Thanatos, they're just stunned. They're stranded below the 100-point mark. And it's just Scary, smothering the butt. This Preddy could make something? No, it missed.
It missed 176 and counting. Scary looking at this, dominating this first game, and we talked about them coming from the last series. They are still hot off that series in that lower bracket finals, 178 to 96. But Trisky gonna force his Death Machine to get at least 100 points there. 77-point lead for Scary. And now for Thanatos, it's their turn to try to turn it around here in this P4. But look who's already there. It's Scary once again.
Ah, man. They want to just even up into Thanatos right now. And there's an investment by Rex here. We got the Tempest out for Thanatos. He's going to go in and low HP. Yes. He's going to go for the contest. putting out Kayori, puts out the gloves, but no! Girk with the trade-off again. We're trying to go and convert. He's outnumbered here. There's 2 from Scary. And now 20 left. Scary could break out to the 200 point mark and it's gonna be infinitely harder for Thanatos, but no worries. They're not gonna give up yet. It's neutral ground right now in the hill. Kramzu. Nope. Rex in the corner. More bodies dropping down like flies. And here it is, AG with a war machine investment. We're making it rain right now, but Sebio shuts him out quickly. Scared, they don't want any of that. Girk with a side door. He's trying his best here to mow down people with a retake here. It's scrap points, but better than nothing.
Yeah, better than nothing, you're right. 191 to 112. It's a long hill to climb for Thanatos and Scary inching closer to tie the series at 1 apiece. But Thanatos fighting back. They got some time off this. It's not yet over. They got to reset back to P1. Hardest hill to break here. Hardest hill to hold as well. Scary they just need to get some time off this. Keep it close to the end. But Freezy playing time. First few seconds goes to the side of Thanatos. Let's see if they can hold down that first wave. First wave coming through. Sebio shuts down 1. Girk gets taken down. Barisky with the trade on 2. And look at that. With all that fight happening on second floor, Freezy easily getting all this time and just soaking up this hill. This is what you want to see if you are a Thanatos fan. Will finally get shut down, but what, 20 points at least there. So huge time there for Thanatos, but Scary about to reach 200.
Oh yes, they're gonna reach 200. Thanatos, they have everything to lose. Scary, they got nothing to lose. So they can just go push on and push on, making it hurt for Thanatos even more. Coming back into P1, we got Aegis eyeing out on the second floor. Dive down, take it for Thanatos. As much as they could. They need as much as they could to muster here and try and dissuade Scare from reaching the 200 point mark because they just need more points. They're behind here by by almost 40 points. And I'll make it 50 as Scary breaches the 200 point mark. Thanatos, they have a long way to go here. They're gonna keep up the pacing here as now Risky going for the triple kill. Shut down in its succession. They don't have much to work with. They have the investment by Rex here in the Tempest. And at the Spyro as well. They're gonna put out all the stops here and try to make it work in P2.
Yep, trying to make it work for P2 with Thanatos. They have it, but Mamura's Tempest able to shut down too, but Freezy shuts him down. Tokyo with the Sparrow tries to make the play, takes down AG. Thanatos on the back end, but they do have the momentum now. Tokyo, no more. Sparrow with the Hunter Killer drone trying to make the play. More players coming through. Rex able to get one with mids with the War Machine. We talked about the timely stops there. This could be the way for them. Girk's gonna get shut down, but the spawns in favor of Thanatos. Big time right here for Moto DC. Risky with the Death Machine.
Oh yes. They're gonna time this now. They're gonna have to pull out all the stops. All Thanatos getting scraps. They need more. They need a little bit more of the flesh and not the bones. But Rex going in for the last stand. No more. They're gonna have to shift focus into P3. And looks like in the race of that, Thanatos is aiming to get ahead of Scary right now. And they do. They have 1 man right now on site. But it might not last long enough because there's more and more people of Scary coming in. And not to mention the investment that they're putting out. Risky! No more with a double team. Scary, consistent with showing up. Freezy putting out the equalizer. Putting out Sebio out of his misery. That's gonna be a double kill. And now Thanatos, they need to hold on to P3. If they get to P3, they can finally put out 200 point mark and slowly inch toward the Scary. But now Rex, double kill with the Tempest. He's waiting more and more people to push out on the sidelines. And whoa! Converted to 4, make it to 5!
Pretty.
But the Pretty will go in and take out another guy.
Huge plays by Rex here. He's still alive. Spots 2 more. They're not checking the corner. Rex staying alive. Finally goes down, but huge plays by him. Now AG, big kill there. We'll shut down more players. AG trying to get some kills here. Now it's going to be a foot race to P4. I think that's what you want to do here. You're giving Thanatos all this fight now. Last 5 seconds to go. Thanatos takes the lead, but it's going to be a foot race. Look at the map, Red Man. We already have 2 players of Thanatos in that P4. This could be the beginning. Girk closing in on that. Sparrow does a big kill. Shuts him down. Sparrow at the ready. Here we go. Brings it out. This could seal the deal.
Everything
And
could end
when you
here.
find anything, he spots 1. Gets the kill there. That's 3 down. 10 seconds to go. Scary. They don't have any operators. They have to barge in and try to win their fights. 4 more seconds to go. The comeback is complete. NH Thanatos, they take game number 1, and they now take the lead of the series 2-0.
They had us in the first half. Not gonna lie. It just looked like in the middle of it, Scary was primed to take it, but Thanatos has decided, you know what? No, we're gonna get it together into P3 and then into P4, and that's it. I mean, yes, for the middle part here, it was a struggle for Thanatos to keep up, but when they finally got that those big plays here, those the the kills time and time again, just that 5 peat, that crucial 7 kills. That was all they needed. They needed that heroic, that extra oomph to get there, and they just ultimately stopped Scary from getting more points.
That's true. And there you go. 46 for Mamra, 41 for Sebe was not enough. And for the enemy, Freezy, Rex, all both 50, 104 combined. AG with 49, Risky for Gurk was 27, 52 struggled. But when it mattered the most, Redman, Gurk actually got the kills he needed to.
Yeah. I mean, look at this guy. He's putting out the numbers here in the hard point 1 minute and 30. That's nothing to scoff at. That's actually hard to do. And props to him. It's a hard comeback. It was, yes, we've been talking about how steep the climb is, but Thanatos didn't mind. Whether it's a hill or Mount Everest, they don't really mind. They're gonna do what it takes. And look at that, 2-0. We're gonna come back here to the map veto screen, and we'll see where we're at. Our next one is gonna be interesting. Kurohana. How are we gonna these two pros settle the score here in Search and Destroy? It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be the battle of the brains here. A lot of fakes, a lot of nades thrown, some spots here, some snipe battle. I think it's gonna come down to that one, and the use of the clock. I think that's gonna be the huge one in this Kurohana Search and Destroy. And if you are on the side of Thanatos, you win this one. You got one more to go, but then again, you have to give the edge to Scary, because they did beat Thanatos in that Search and Destroy firing range. But this is a different map, so we might see a different kind of style.
Yeah, there's no more wall banks for Marmu here, and that's ultimately what won Scary the first time. But hey, you know what they say? It's appropriate to say it right now. Search and Destroy wins championships. So if Scary denies Thanatos this win, it's gonna be huge for them. It's gonna be a huge breakthrough. And I gotta say, Scary is poised to win this because mainly because they've shown up their skills in S&D and they're quite flawless here in the previous game, just in the lower bracket finals, and the match they had in Thanatos, in the upper bracket. So yeah, I think they're gonna win this, but you know, what I think doesn't matter because it's Thanatos who would ultimately give the reply.
That's true. All right. Well, that being said, we are loading up on the game. I'm enjoying the game. I really like what I'm seeing, Redman. It was a very, very competitive first game. And then the second, and I think this would still be the same for this second series, Redman. I just love what we're seeing for both of these teams, and I think we expected this. We saw it in the semifinals, and now we're seeing it in the grand finals. But Thanatos leading 2-0. We are loading up to Kurohana. Redman, here we go.
Here we go, indeed. I've seen some chats in the audience here that somebody wants to reach it to map 6. Someone wants to end it early. We're gonna see what happens here. It's up for these two teams to decide what's gonna happen, and now it's gonna be a fast one in Scary. They're interesting. Their defense, they're trying to close it out. They're trying to get as much space denied from Thanatos. They're pushing up towards the spawn of Thanatos. That's interesting.
Down mid is right there in front of him. There's gonna be right beside him, and the shotgun wins the fight. Of course, the shotgun will win that. But now Thanatos pushing through. They're applying a lot of pressure, and I like this from them. No, they're just gonna go inside. Krams able to get one. Can he get the second? No, he cannot. Now it's gonna be a 1 versus 4. Now we see.
Bomb spotted.
Tokyo with 1. He needs to convert it more. He's got 3 to go. Well, it's not. It's out of the question. He needs to be heroic here, but with the AG, shuts him out.
Not over yet.
That's gonna be the first part of Thanatos. And guys, some interesting defenders here. Scary decided to deny as much space as they could off the spawn. Ultimately, it was a killer tactic. Scary got quick.
SND. See what is happening here on our team number 2. Bit of a slow start. Still going left and right.
Sniper down.
And now we do see the push from the side of Mamra. It's a 5 versus 4. They apply that pressure. Same play. Now, Sebio gets 2 more with the nade.
Smoke out.
And that's all up to Freezy and Gurk in a 2 versus 4. Freezy gonna try to make a play here with the shotgun. Spots one player in front of him. He's trying to chase him down. But Freezy gonna get stuck in a corner. It's all up to Gurk in a 1 versus 4.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Missed the shot. Couldn't connect again. He's got to run away here. That's tough. The tables have turned. Thanatos with the sole survivor here.
Single down.
Sebio hunts him down. That's gonna be done.
Nice work.
1-1 for both teams. I gotta say, it was fast. The aggression,
Spotted.
well, from both sides, impeccable. This might go, go miles to overtime. But who's to say? And now they're gonna go in for the full push into B. They want to do it fast. It's a 4-1 push.
Mid still gets 2 more. That's a collateral for him. Kramzu gets 1 more. Can he spot them? No, Rex gets that trade. Freezy gets a trade to Kramzu, and they just turned it around. Back to a 2 versus 2 now. Freezy. Knows there's a player on his left, but the shot of Mamra is better. It shuts him down, but Rex with a quick scope. It's a 1 versus 1. Sebio, Rex, former teammates, foes now. Timing is everything. Rex, he's gonna get spotted. Missed that shot, but Rex, does he win that fight? Who's gonna win this 1v1? And Rex takes him down.
Lost that round, but it's not over
NH
yet.
Sonatos takes
Ready
the
up.
lead. 2-1.
That's tough. You're a sniper, and your opponent's going closer and closer to your face. Well, ultimately, who's gonna win? Rex. He had the pistol out.
I think you just
That's
had to
tough.
take your time, hold your
Yeah.
breath.
Yeah.
And, here we go. Mamra gonna play this quarter. He does get 1. He gets 2.
Ooh.
That's huge. It's a 3 versus 4 now. Gurk has to back away. Wait for his teammates. AG trying to get that cut from mid. Gurk, he's gonna get caught in this corner. He's gonna slide through. Gets a big kill by him. It's everyone on his left. Gets 2 in a row. Gurk, huge kills there. Now they take the lead here. 3-2 on the life advantage. Rex gets 1 more. Kramzu gets shut down by AG. And it's the Natos. 3-1.
Ready up.
Thanatos is, walking this fine line wherein if they go hard and fast, that they could just get shut down like that one time from that first point of Scary. But hey, for the most part, I think their aggressive play, that they just full on blitzkrieg into B, it's working. B's for blitz, and now they're doing it again.
Bomb spotted.
Do it again, and now you see Tokyo gets 2 more. Tokyo gets 3 in a row. Gets 4 in a row. He's trying to go for the ace. It's all up to Rex in a 1 versus 3. Again, we've seen this man clutch it up. He's gonna shut down 1. Oh no.
Oh.
Can he clutch up? Rex. Trying to find the players here. He knows there's a player there. Spots the gun. Timing could be everything. Will Rex clutch this up? Here's him get away. We'll back up now. But will that be enough?
Oh.
Look, spots up there. Okay, it's a 1 versus 1. Oh my goodness. It's Rex. It's mids. Who's gonna take it? Rex. He knows he's there. Rex spots him as well, but mids
Ooh.
able to clutch it up. Tokyo can breathe now. All his efforts could have gone there. But team clutched up. Scary. Answers.
Hey, it's a hallmark of experience. Calm under pressure. When you have to show up, you show up. When you see the Call of Duty, you answer it. And they do just that. And now Thanatos, they're gonna take it slow this time. Playing default. They're gonna hang back. Let people from Scary lay loose. And we got here, got there a soul lurker coming into mid. Trying to find some engagements. Freezy! Oh no, Mamra shuts him out.
Shuts him out, and now we push through here. Answer is nothing yet.
Tango down.
Can they make a play? Answer is Risky gets Tokyo. That's number 1. Can they keep it up?
Bomb has been planted.
With the shotgun, Mamra has to back away. And now we do see Mamra. He's stuck here. He's trying to find a player, and it's all up to him. But AG shuts him down. Thanatos takes the lead at 2-4. You'd love to see this from them. See if they can keep it up.
Destroy the objective.
We'll see, indeed. I'm looking at the chat right now on YouTube. People are going livid. I mean, hey, it's a good match. I gotta tell you. And here it is. It is. They're just bunched up in B. Scary on the attack now. But it looks like they're gonna take the fight towards Scary. Thanatos is just pushing up here, and now this Gurk trying to go for the mess here. Getting one, still survives. Oh my gosh.
Now they're stuck here. They have to push through Tokyo, able to get shut down by Freezy. It's up to Freezy. Rex and Freezy gets 2. Mamra gets 2 in a row. So now it's a 1 versus 1, but Rex does have the advantage. He knows bomb is down. Weapon of choice, not in the hands of Mamra. But now getting closer and closer. It's getting hotter and hotter for him to get that kill. Mamra gonna get spotted on the right. Rex is who's gonna win this fight? Mamra has to back away because he has that shotgun, but the sniper close range Rex shuts him down. 2-5. 2 more rounds and Thanatos will take the 3-0 lead in the series.
Devastating. Thanatos is on a roll. I mean, the man of the hour is Rex. 9 kills. Freezy on the 8-2. They're pulling out all the stops. A lot of eliminations going on from Thanatos. And speaking of which, Gurk out of the game.
Gurk out of the game, but mids. Make a play here, Tokyo as well with the smoke in hand. Freezy has to back away. Plays the corner. Tries to find some enemies here. He knows there's players here. We'll give out the call out, but now Freezy's stuck. AG's right there below him. AG able to get the first one. Almost gets the second, but Tokyo is there. Mid takes down Risky, and now great answer by Scary. It's all up to Rex in another 1 versus 4. It's always Rex. Glass alone.
Why you gotta leave it with Rex, man? He's like John Wick. He's got it. You got a pencil? A freaking pencil. That's all he needs. Oh, this flank's huge. This flank is huge. Mamra with a backstab. No more. And it's gonna be 3-5. Scary. They need 2 more to match it up. And they need to just do more, a little bit more, you know? I mean, Thanatos is 2 away from securing game 3. And it's just ultimately being harder and harder and Scary. And Thanatos, they're just showing why they're vying for the defending champion title.
Yep, that's true. Mamra now on your screen. Trying to find a way. Sebia takes out AG. That's the kill you need. Begins their push here. Smoke is out. Freezy, does he take this risk? And I like this from him. He could take the risk, but Gurk is gonna be caught in a 1v1 fight here against Tokyo. Gets that first kill, has to back away with his life. Great job by him. He has help from his teammates as well. Let's get 1 player close. Mamra gets the kill on Risky. It's gonna be 1 more player. Risky, he's gonna get traded out. Krams are trying to take down 1 more player on top. It's gonna be Freezy with that shotgun. He needs help from his teammates. Freezy, he's gonna miss that first shot. Spots a second. It's all up to Rex now in a 1 versus 2. Rex, he's gonna get spotted from the back. He has to back away, but he knows there's a player there. It's a 1v1. Sebio, does he win that fight? Yes, he can. Does not want to use a sniper anymore. The pistol will be your friend.
Captain Price says hello. They keep leaving Rex all alone here. Like, it's like in the end game. Like, yes, this man's pulling out all the stops. He has 11 kills as we speak, but you can't just keep putting Rex in these positions wherein he has to clutch up everything. He can't just, bring up everybody on his shoulders all the time. He's gonna get tired eventually. So you just have to try and make it to the end game. If they do that, maybe they can get the 1 up they desperately need against Scary because they're slowly inching up towards them in the scoreboard.
Yep, but AG able to get that kill. Freezy gets Mamra. All that hope is about to be gone. Oh, AG, the timing is unbelievable.
Oof.
Tokyo went up and AG went down, and now he's gonna go up again. I don't think this is the best option for Tokyo, but let's see. Spots anything? Possible. Get it?
Oh. They lost 2 folks here in mid. They're going to A. Lone survivors Rex, holding on site. He hears everybody here. Oof. He got this cascade with 3 people coming in. It's gonna be a plant soon. But I like, this is an interesting move here. They have a flanker coming in,
Bomb has been planted.
and Risky taking in the risk.
The last one.
Taking the risk, but Sebio shuts down Risky. That's all up to AG as he also gets shut down.
Nice work.
And I mean, they had the advantage there, but they lost a 5 versus 3 again. So
That's good
things
for
are not-
Scary.
Yeah, it is good for them. But if you're Thanatos, you're getting a lot of kills there, just not capitalizing on that round. Now we're back to around 11. Both teams tied. We saw what happened in that firing range. Scary did win, but now Thanatos they're putting up a fight. Big round right here. Kirk's gonna get naded. We'll back away. Power mids trying to find a way to get that player with that snipe. AG Salsa's there. Push comes to shove. AG could try to make a play here. Here comes the push. He knows he's there. That's a beautiful shot by AG. That's one. AG gotta go for the second one as well. He knows he's there. Spots the second.
Oh.
Oh, Amra faster on the trigger. Gets him down. Back to a 4 versus 4. Some OG COD here. Risky. Knows there's a player there.
Target down.
Ooh,
Sempio
nice.
takes down Risky. The pixel keep coming there. Gurk has to find a way to get one at least, but no, Mamra's there from the back. And now it's going to be a free plant for them. They take over that site. 2 versus 4. Freezy with a shotgun, not in the best position, but timing could be everything for him. As he spots one on his right, but he misses that first shot. Needs more help from his teammate, but unfortunately, he's going to get one. Unfortunately, that's all he's going to get. Rex now in a 1 versus 3 here. Spots one, but Mamra shuts him down.
Get ready for the
6 to
next
5
round.
here. I think Freeze just had to calm down there, drop down, and get one. And then if he got 2 there, I think it would have been much more doable for Rex.
I agree. And this is the 3rd time that Rex was left to his own devices and couldn't clutch it up. It's too much. You had a sniper and you have 3 opponents in front of you. It was essentially hard. That was scary. They need one more. They can take it home. They can finally put the series into 2-1. And I gotta tell you, they need to put some numbers here in the series.
They need to. See if the play will happen. Flying out. Trying to close it out. And Thanatos trying to go for that overtime. And it's Thanatos on the back end. Rex gets shut down by Sebio. And now the push is on. Scary, running through A. Is this the game glitching round? Will they get one on the board, or will Thanatos answer back? And the answer is Freezy's gonna go there as fast as he can, able to get nothing as well. But Gurk is there for the trade, gets 2 in a row, and just like that, changes the things. We're back to a 2 versus 3. Tokyo gonna get spotted. Gurk gets 3 in a row. Gurk, huge plays by him, stepping up when it matters. The most risky takes down mids, and it's all up to Sebio. In a 1 versus 2, bomb is down on site as well. Kirk making huge plays. All you have to do is let the bomb go down. And everything will be fine. Sebio has 2 players in front of him. Get that bomb down. Bomb will go down. Once this is out, Kirk's gonna go out. Kirk's gonna get this kill, which should be in overtime. And there you go. Kirk, 4 kills in a round. Huge plays by Kirk in that SND. And now we are going to overtime.
It's not over yet.
Heroics.
Ready up.
Just in time. Exactly what NH Thanatos needs. Just what the doctor ordered. We're going to the first overtime. Maybe first of many. Who knows?
Destroy the objective.
And now, we have here Darth Thanatos going for attackers. You could come through.
Look at them. They're throwing all their nades. They're going to go for an execute as fast as they can. Answer is, who do they get one? Tokyo has to backwards from his teammates. Ram's able to get one. Let's get the other player inside. Tokyo gets traded out as well. 2-on-2 trade. It's now going to be a 3 versus 3. AG takes out Sebio. Now, it's going to give you a clear pan towards B. Risky knows there's going to be more players there. He has to stay alive first. Nades are flying through. But there's one guy flanking from the back. AG is out already. But number one as well, the timing could be everything here. As Rex takes down mids, and it's all up to Mamra, the MVP of the other team, but he doesn't have the best weapon. Risky just gets the worst timing in Call of Duty history. But it's okay. He knows he's coming. He knows he has a shotgun. And they have the advantage as Rex spots him. He knows he's there. Bomb is down.
Bomb has been planted.
Mamra did pick up an Odin, so gun has swapped. All you have to do is play time if you are on the side of Thanatos. Mamra trying to clear every single corner he can. He gets spotted. Rex has to back away. They have the information. They know where he is. Mamra's gonna get tagged up by Risky. Risky's gonna shut him down. Thanatos
Lost that round, but it's not
takes
over
the
yet.
lead.
Ready up.
One more round, and they are gonna take the 3-0 lead in the series.
Insane. Man. That was a tough it was a tough one for Scary indeed. Yeah.
The enemy has the bomb.
They need something else though. They're the attackers now. They're gonna put out every stop. They're leaning towards B, but no commitments yet. They wanna take it slow. Just wanna take it slow.
Really, really slow. AG does have a nice spot here. Is he able to get anyone? That is the answer. Nothing yet so far. See if they can keep it up, AG. Trying to look for more. AG spots him.
Oh.
He's there, gets that kill. There's a big kill. He spots two more. He gives the call out, but mids able to take down AG. Gets that trade. Now Girk, he knows there's two more there. Risky's gonna try to hit that number one. Rex, he's gonna get shut down again. Now it's gonna be another retake for them. There's one player pushing up, but Girk, he made the big play here a while ago. Can he make it again? Freezy trying to go, he's gonna go out. Freezy gonna get shut down. Girk now, he's gonna get shut down as well. And we might just see our second overtime, and we are going to see it.
Nice work.
Not the best retake from NH Thanatos. As we are going to the next overtime.
No one's giving up. It's clear. I mean, everybody's showing up here. We have here Tokyo, 11, Mamra with 15, Sebio with 14. Big numbers. For Thanatos, nothing to scoff at either. Rex, 12, Girk, 11. And now patient play continues here. Thanatos, the ball's in their court. Some utility flying around from Scary. They're gonna take it slow. They're gonna bide their time. No rush. 1 minute and 30. That's a long time.
Sniper down.
Rex gets Sebio. That's one. Look at that. For the side of Scary, they answered back. They're trying to rotate as fast as they can. Not the smart decision to do. Nothing yet, Redman. Just there's only one player in that A side.
Oh, this is huge though.
That push, but is he gonna go for it? Mama from the back. Spots one. Gets away with his life. No, he does not. Okay. There you go. AG gets Tokyo. So I mean, yeah, you get a kill there, but at what cost?
Yeah.
Four players in mid. Risky spots him. Risky's gonna back away. Now it's gonna be an A bomb site push. Bomb will go down. They definitely have the advantage here, but number 5 look at Freezy trying to hit that 1v1. Rex takes down Kyrie. It's all up to Freezy. He knows he's on the left side. Freezy shuts him down. Match point.
Lost that round. It's not over yet.
It wasn't the best idea to actually go for that flank. Considering that you're lacking numbers at that point, you had 3. You're just 3 in the team, and going in for the flank, there is a lot of risk. It would work out if you're complete in the team, but yeah, things won't work out well. It's Thanatos. They gotta win. They have one more to win it. Scary. They need to force the overtime. They want to keep going.
Have to force overtime if they want to do it. Happen here. Nice nade from Girk. Will that get anyone? It will get the roof outside of the. Now, both teams just trying to find stuff here. information or whatever they can use. Here, just trying to take it really slow. Rex trying to get the AG gets Kramzu. That's the first one. Sabu takes down Rex again. Back to that kind of style. AG still there. He's waiting for them.
They have the bomb.
AG's gonna back away. Bonds one on his left. Gets one more. AG, he knows there's another player there. Takes out Mamra as well. AG, not known for sniping, but huge plays by the boy of wonder. AG gets the point.
Oh my God.
He's going for the ace. He can feel it. But last player alive. Nope, Mid's able to take that player down. Risky shuts him, the Freezy shuts him down. NH Thanatos takes the game. Are now one game away to win the grand finals of the Yuno Fall Championship. AG 4K. He's definitely gonna smile about that.
Yeah. I mean, not gonna lie, another one who should be smiling right now too is Rex. He did a lot of stuff too. He did these clutch moments. He was put in the situation where he had to, put himself out on the map. He did. And a lot of things, a lot of heroics, a lot of individualism from Thanatos here coming in. And I gotta say, it was worth it. Worth every bit.
Yep.
And scary. They're in the back foot right now. They haven't scored anything in the series. And they need a little bit more. They need a bit more in the next one.
You gotta pull a LeBron. I know LeBron did it 3-1, but they gotta do it 3-0. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. I mean, Girk, everyone doubled it, except for Risky with 9, but it doesn't matter. Went to the distance. And for the other side, Krams was 6-11. Not really doing a lot for his team, struggling there, but it is what it is. And now Scary down 0-3. Backs against their wall. They gotta call in the GOAT LeBron. Let's see if they have it in them.
Yeah. Time is now, I guess. When it comes to consistency, it's Thanatos winning the board. But now we're going to control. It could end here. This could be tricky, but hey, you gotta take it. You had to take it. It's everything to lose if you're Thanatos, but if you're Scary, you got nothing to lose. So why not just put it out all there in raid, try and win it, and force that summit.
Yep. Force that summit. Raid control, Redman. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was the map that they also did against Thanatos. And which Thanatos won 3-2. I think 3-1. So, I mean, Redman, I think the Thanatos might just bring this home, not even dropping a single map in the tournament besides that S&D. That S&D that they lost in that firing range. They could go flawless in this tournament.
They could. I mean, Thanatos is looking like a machine right now, and there's no stopping them. They're just well greased, they're very efficient, and based on the history that you mentioned here in the 3-1 in the controlling raid, they just from that fact alone, they could translate that win again. But hey, in esports, nothing is certain, nothing is guaranteed. Like in life, Scaries can still do something about it, only if they could just try and choose their gunfights because one thing that they technically, it just came down to the lives in the last time, the last control. So if they more careful about it, more conscious about it, and more intentional with their gunfights, maybe they can win it. And here it is. This will all go end here, or this will still continue. It's up to Scary to dictate the narrative in this one.
This is the beginning of a new chapter,
Yeah.
Well, here we go. It begins here. Now starting things off for the side of NH Thanatos. They are the ones leading the charge here. And for the side of Scary, let's see if they are going to be having a hard time. And the answer so far is yes, as they clean up the base. Laundry player will be taken down as well. And just like that, I think B is already done in the competition. Girk, he wants to end it. 4 kills in a row. Hunter Killer out as well. He is still on a roll there. Finally gets shut down, but B is already captured by the side of NH Thanatos. They add another minute, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So much time. Now it's about the back. It's about the lives.
It is. It's about the bag. They're coming in. They're gonna take it into the pool, and it's not gonna be chill. Scary. They have control in Alpha side. It's gonna be a long trek from Thanatos here, but Tokyo going into the face. Yes, that's gonna be kill secured. But more and more, Tiki is on the side of Scary, pulling out all the stops. That's gonna be a double. It's gonna go to the lives. Thanatos with 14. Scary with 2. They have 2 between them. Hayori coming in and sweeping it up. 3 in between them. Thanatos. It's getting tricky.
Getting tricky. 15-13 now. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Risky. Big kill right there. Make it 14-11. They had the advantage a while ago after capturing very early, but now Gert waiting for his team here. He has a big opportunity here to make a play. Just has to get that perfect timing. AG without sniper. Gert knows there's a player there, but he's gonna get punched by Tokyo. And just like that, 13-10 now. AG missing those shots. 12-9 we see. Big kills coming through now. Nice shots from mids as well. 11-6. Again, defense will win you championships, and so far it is helping. Scary.
They got 4 in between them. Scary, they have the advantage. They don't need to do anything hasty here. Just take your picks. You're all good. And now they have 5 left. It's gonna go down to S&D. 1 more eliminator is through. Oh my gosh! Kayori with a double kill. That's gotta do it. 3 left from Thanatos. They're all stranded here in the pool area. Rex goes down. Freezy and behind. 1 in bedroom as well. Kramzu couldn't hack it. Now it's down to 4 for Scary. 2v4. Freezy going to the sunken garden. We're gonna go around. They're trying to spread out.
But time's not on their side. They gotta pick a player. Freezy. Does he get this player? That's a big kill. No, he does not. It's all to AG in a 1 versus 4. He did get 4 kills in that last round. Can he do it again here? Does have a war machine, but I don't advise. There's no trophies on the enemy side, so he could probably make a play here. That first one. He is gonna get flash. 5 seconds left. Has to hop on that point. Spots 1 on the right. 1 over at money. Too many players.
Nice work.
And there you have it.
For the next
Scary
round.
able to answer first, but it was a tough round.
It was. I mean, it's tougher for Thanatos because they dropped that one, but for both teams, it was a tough fight. I mean, yeah, Thanatos had it the back foot, but at the end, it was Scary also getting some major hits there, here and there. But Thanatos, they have 2 operators invested right now. They have your Gurk Sparrow, that's 1. They take their talents into B. That's another one that's another one, and it's gonna be a triple converted. 26-27, 1 deficit for both, and Scary. Oh man, they're taking huge damage from Thanatos, and Thanatos they don't look like they're stopping. They keep pressing on the wounds.
They keep on pressing the woods. They know they have the pressure because they are on the good side. But finally, Scary able to stop the bleeding for now. 22-21. Rex now closing in on that annihilator. But looking from the back, AG and the crew, they're stopping them from capturing this. And you see Freezy with the equalizer, only able to get 1. Stops the push, and B is still defended.
2017, make it 16. That's risky, picking up another kill. We'll try to convert to 2. Van to Van. Coming in, slides out. That's not gonna make it. 16 and 18 now. And Thanatos. They're trying to just stop it in the tracks. But no. There's presence here into Bravo. Scary's trying to claim it. They got 1/3 cleared right now. War Machine trying to make it rain. And it seems that they're coming in for mid. And I think they're just not gonna contest Bravo at all. And they're gonna try and go for the picks. Because right now, Scary have 12 lives left. Thanatos have the advantage. B is gonna go in for Scary, but at what cost?
What cost? Are they gonna throw their lives in? They gave it up. 12-10 though. They do have the lead in lives. 11-10 now. S&D could be waving unless AG gets 1. Okay, that's a huge kill. We're back to 9-9 here. So more players gonna come through, but Freezy and Rex trying to get it. Everyone's just getting a 1-on-1 trade. Everyone's getting a huge lead so far.
Be advised, hostile hunter killer drone inbound.
Keep up, Gert in this corner. It's a huge here, gets 1. He gets 2. Yes, he cannot get 2. That was a huge kill. Now you're 6-5 here. You have 1 more life to give up if you want to. 5-5 now. S&D.
Ooh! Big credit by Bamra.
This is 5. Getting really silent here. The AG with the sniper can take out these players. AG, it gets 1. That's a huge kill. Spots another one over at money, but unfortunately will not get him. Risky now. He does have a depth machine if he wants to use it. Freezy, that's a big kill on him as well. Only 2 players to beat. Risky. It's a 1 versus 2. He might get caught from flanking. The answer might be yes. Risky is Gonna get caught from the back. He's gonna get spotted, and there you go. Scary answers back with 2 in a row. Sayat over. You need to close it out. Let's see if they can do it.
It ain't over till it's over. Oh man, they're putting out all the stops. We have our Kayori sitting comfortably at 17 kills. I can't say the same with Rex and Thanatos. 3 and struggling. They can't really connect with the shots. They gotta go back to basics. They gotta just rebreathe and rebreathe and just reset. They need a focal reset right now. Here it is. 28 for both. Risky put out the death machine. Put some shots through laundry. And now they're taking B. They have 2/3 cleared on the way. And I think it's just scary. They want to put the fight not on the objectives but in the depth hole anyway. Risky with a double kill. They're taking B in quick succession. It's barely been a minute in this round. They have B for themselves.
B for themselves, and now another fast cap for them. Let's see if they can do it on the other side. Answer could be yes. As you can see, them getting a lot of time again now. Life is not going to be on their side. They gotta get more lives here. 22 to 18 for life advantage, but you see them applying so much pressure, and all the players on the side of the Scary all on the other side here. They have to back up now, and now the cap starts, but Mid still able to defend that. Huge plays by him.
There you go. They're putting in all the stops here now. They're going with the basketball. Kayori keeping it fresh. Putting out all the stops here in Tiki. They've successfully froze Thanatos in B. And now Gurk, the corner, coming in for money. He's gonna try to make some plays here. 16 to 14. Thanatos, they have the 2 live deficit here. They're just gonna go wait and see what's gonna happen. But now they're trying to put down Scary down to these tracks. 1 left between them. If they get this last kill, it could be over. But no, it's not over yet. B slowly going into Thanatos. And it's gonna be a lives game now.
Yep, and Freezy able to get that player down, so B's gonna be captured. Small player to be at top art. That'll be Tokyo. He's trying to be a nuisance here, but the Hunter Killer drone will be there. There you go. Shut it down. Freezy from the back, able to get 1 more. Now Freezy just has to stay alive here. 1 player at open stairs. Can he get a play? Answer gets 2 actually. Freezy with that shotgun able to shut him down. Now Tokyo in this money room as well. 5 to 7 now. The Nano's looking pretty good here.
Oh yeah, they
3
could.
more lives. This could be their round unless a miracle can happen. Not yet over, ladies and gentlemen. This is still very winnable. Kirk able to get that player. Tokyo stuck in that corner. Mamra gets 1. Mamra gets 2. So still very winnable. Rex spots that player. He gets him down. It's all Tokyo in a 1 versus 3. He has a Sprout to work with. Does he decide to use this? He's loading up on that. And that could spell trouble for them. Tokyo. He might just be able to do it, but he's gonna get caught in that corner. His Sparrow's about to load up, but he has time. Does he use it, or does he just try to lose this round? Time. Here he comes to Sparrow. Doesn't get anyone. Sparrow trying to check that corner. He gets that first. No, he does not. He gets that first one, but the second one in Tokyo clutches up. It's Scary. Forces a next game. A game 4. 3 to 1. Is this the beginning of the comeback? Let's see if it is.
This is LeBron. They just call up, yo, LeBron, we need you. I got you. And then flies, I don't know, flies away all the way to the Philippines or something. I don't know. Hey, it's amazing. I mean, I was kind of thinking that maybe he's gonna say that Sparrow for later and just throw it around like you said. Yeah,
but, I mean,
yeah, it could have. It was a possibility.
Play.
I wouldn't blame him. Yeah, I wouldn't blame him if he did that. But you know what he said? Nah, man, let's end it here.
It was
3-0.
It was a good prediction by him because we already saw 2 players. You already saw one. The other one, he just wanted to predict that. Let's take a look at the match results here. 21 to 13. Great plays coming through. I think the Natos, they had the rounds, but they just could not capitalize towards the end.
Yeah, I agree here. And I gotta say, in the numbers game itself, just in the KDAs, you can see how more consistent and well-rounded Scaries is. Whereas Thanato's KDA, it has spikes, it has peaks. It's not as consistent as we saw earlier. But hey, this is where Scary shines. I think they're the diamonds. They just need the pressure to develop into gemstones. That's all they need. So now they're gonna have to take in the next round. And I think they have the advantage here. They're notoriously excellent in spawns, and in this next one in Summit, I think this is their chance to even out the playing field against Thanatos.
I agree. But at the same time, we saw what happened in the first respawn. Thanatos came back down. They were down 100 plus, and they just ended up winning the whole game. So, I mean, if you're scary, you can't be making those mistakes.
Yeah. No room for mistakes. Just
I agree.
perfection. You gotta do this. You gotta do this the hard way or the easy way. But obviously, it's more entertaining to see it the hard way. We're gonna load up and see into this next game. Is Scary finally gonna even out the game, or will Thanatos show who's boss and say, "I'm the defending champion"? We'll see.
Let's see. I mean, it's gonna be hard point if it ends here. I think Thanatos, they just struggled in that control. You saw it. You saw them. They were trying their best to end it. They were making so many good plays, but every time they captured B after that, it was just a free for all for the plays, and it's really unfortunate for them. But now, if you're Scary, it's just the beginning. Like what we said, you only have one life left. If you lose this, you play second. If you win this, you extend your life to a game 6. And now we do see to a game 5, I mean. So let's see if this will be the one for Scary or Thanatos in Hardpoint Summit.
I mean, Scary's giving Thanatos a run for their money. I mean, everybody in the chat in YouTube at least is living for it. I mean, there's people all over.
I mean, we are in
shout
the
out to our
grand
folks here in the
finals.
Philippines. Yeah, they are very active in the chat here. I can see that, and they're really supporting Thanatos and Scary here. So it's mixed. It's mixed reviews, and I gotta say, for good reason. This is a good match. I'm very entertained. This is what Yuno Gaming is all about, and here we are, Summit in Hardpoint. We're gonna load in quite soon.
Here we go. We're about to load up. It's a bit of a remake coming through, but it should be good right after that one. And I'm really excited for this one because we may be seeing the end here. But again, Scary just keeps on fighting, and you love to see that from them. They're coming back down from 3-0. This could be the beginning for their full reverse sweep. Because a lot of the money from first place, second place, you only get half if you're second. So that's a big one. So you want to get that first place coming through here.
I mean, you've been grinding on this tournament for weeks, and the best thing you can do is end it on a high note. Regardless if you're Scary or Thanatos. I mean, it's a little bit more than the money at this point. It's more of the experience and the opportunity to hone your skills in CODM. I mean, CODM is in a state wherein, we gotta keep going for the passion and all that stuff. CODM's been here for, quite a while now. So yeah, respect for these guys for keeping on the grind here. And of course, it never ends. And I hope these two teams learn a little thing or two about winning. And now here it is. We're gonna go into our next match. Summits on Hardpoint. It could all end here, or this could be a start of something new for Scary.
Yep, start of something new, as Troy would say to Gabrielle. Now here we go. Nades coming through, and the beginning. Thanatos hops on as fast as they can. They get that hill. Now let's see if they can be able to start strong. Answer is a bit yes and a bit of a no. Scary is still inside. We do have a mismatch on the graphics. Thanatos is on the left side, Scary on the right side. We will get that fixed immediately. We now do see Freezy and the crew with that shotgun. It's definitely going to be the big reasons for Summit. It's going to be that shotgun. Now Freezy and the crew, 7-9, both teams back and forth. And now Scary trying their best to get as much as they can. And that's actually impressive in this P1.
Yeah, it's a push and pull here.
Okay.
Thanatos now taking it. Yeah.
5 in a row.
Whoa. Freezy is cold.
Make it 6, he can. Make it 6 with a Hunter Killer drone. Freezy stepping it up here. In this hard point, he does not want to go to another game. He wants to end it here. Close it out here.
Yeah. Thanatos, they got the early lead right now. AG taking out. They're gonna take their talents down to P2. And establishing present, there's Thanatos. They got P1. It's a relatively short walk going into P2, so it's no surprise that they got it off the bat. Now, they're establishing dominance here. Scary taking it pull, but Thanatos quickly took it back. There's no breaching this defense in Thanatos. They're quite posted up here. It doesn't really matter that they lose it for a few seconds, but for the majority of the time, it's theirs to take. And now, Scary, they're taking the time here. Gert initiating some push here, and now they're going to take it for themselves. Dorothy down as well.
Big kills coming through. He's on a roll. 12 kills already to his name. Popped this equalizer. Did not really work that well. But he was able to get that EMP. I think that's what's important, is to get that streak to just enemy. I mean, 20 seconds left here. Redman and Thanatos applying so much pressure here, still getting as much time as they want to. And now you see Rex, big kills coming through, but Sebio able to trade him out.
Yeah, they're clear out the points here, and they're gonna go take it to P3. And right now in P3, there is some presence here from Thanatos, but ultimately it was Scary with the manpower. But now, wait, Rex trying to make a play here, but there's still 3 people in front of him. And now the entry coming into Scary. They have the site. They need these points right now. They gotta clear out the gap. It's quite bigger. It's bigger than they're comfortable with. Scary now putting out the death machine. And it seems that there's no attacks yet. They're just waiting for them to recuperate. And the time is now, I guess. Kramzo takes 1, takes 2, converts it. And now they're going for the Gurk. Yes, it's a triple. Here it is. War Machine. And AG answers back. They're trying to push them back as much as they could. But Scary, they're not moving at all. Taking the points. They want to tie out the game against Thanatos.
Kills coming through from him. And now Thanatos Scary back in the game. And this is what we talked about P3. It's all about that comeback play. But look at the players of Thanatos. They're still trying to hold it down. They forced Tokyo to use this Sparrow. So that's still a W if you're Thanatos, because they've used up some of their operators and you're ready to hold it down in P4 as we are about to load up.
Yep, they're gonna pull up right now. And arguably the smallest hard point. It's gonna be tough. 1 grenade can clear you out here. But the key to this one is a good defense. A defense that Thanatos has yet to establish, because before they can even put it up, Scary's already in sight. But Rex, not faltering even 1 bit, still standing on the ground. And they got it. They're getting the points here. They're trying to get it back from Scary. They're getting a few. Mamra, shotgun at hand. We've seen some success with Mamra right now. He's gonna go force it post-combat. He's gonna come in. Yes! He doesn't even need to come in. But Gurk with the trade-off. Sebio now in the back door. Risky. Death machine. Sebio now out. AG with a trade-off. But no, it's a push and pull. Scary still maintaining the position here into P4. And now it's no man's land. Kaori puts out with the War Machine. Takes it out. Here it is. Scary. They're maintaining the lead, but Thanatos, they're a little bit too close for Scary's comfort.
Yep, and this was the story like in Hacienda, Redman. Again, Scary was able to take the lead, take this P4, and Thanatos on the back end again. And we've already seen this kind of story as Freezy able to get 4 in a row again with that shotgun. They're getting kills that they need, but Freezy's still alive here. Beautiful shots by him. Equalizer's out already again. And look at that huge play by Freezy. There's going to be 1 more player in front of him. Shuts down all 8 in a row. Can he make it 9? Finally, Mamra shuts him down, but fully streaked out again. And now Thanatos able to get control of P1.
Ah man, everybody, it's just like a push and pull kind of thing. No definite lead has been established by both teams. But still, Spiral investment here for Gurk. Putting it out here. Mamra now here in the control center. Coming out. Put it on Hackett. Thanatos establishing some leads here. They finally breached the triple digits mark. Risky on the Starwell. Trying to find Mamra. Couldn't hack it yet now. He dives down. Takes the kill. Sebio will go for the follow-up. Low in HP. Cleared out as well. Thanatos. They're putting it out. They're just trying to put the distance. They don't want to tie it up now. Scary with the retake. But the scrap points anyway. They're trying to put their focus on P2 now because it's Thanatos. They want to go in for the long haul.
Yep, and that's huge time for them in P1 once again. A difficult hill to hold. But you do see Thanatos able to get a lot of time off that. And now 138 to 98. Here comes Thanatos. Scary gonna be the first one inside the hill. But again, the operators could be useful here for them. See what happens in mid. Able to take down to Tokyo. Brings out that Sparrow. Will it be enough for them to hold it down? The answer is yes. Nice answer from the side of Scary.
Ah, yes. The answer they're looking for is Scary. They need to secure P2, but it's gonna be relatively easier. Mamra has a Tempest, but it's not gonna work out too long. Kramzu, the Death Machine couldn't extend its life right there. AG now with the War Machine making it rain into P2. Trying to clear as much people as you can, but no, to no avail. Thanatos finally taking the spot for themselves here. Scary with the retake. It seems that Scary is just trying to get by here. Not much, but hey, it's better than nothing. AG going in for the retake, trying to get some Kramzu out here. With the low HP, yes, gets a kill, and 2 more. And now they're going back to P3. It looks like Thanatos wants to beat them to the chase.
Yep, and again, Thanatos late on that P3, but I think they have more players inside, and they finally get through first. Breezy's gonna be the first one here to defend it. He tries to take down mid. Pistol ain't gonna work for him. But 150 to 125. Here comes it. Starts here with Sebio with the equalizer. He gets shut down. And now for Thanatos, do you want to invest some of your operators here in order to get P3? Answer could be yes at any moment.
Yeah, we're gonna find the answer right soon. Tempest with Rex. Claims one. He's trying to make himself concealed here. And the Mamra here in the corner. Defending it with a shotgun. Scary. Putting up some defenses here. That's kind of scary. Reloading in front of your opponent here. But hey, doesn't matter. Coming in. Mamra. Rex. Yes! Secured. Scary still holding it on. They're tying it to game to Thanatos. It's gonna be a bigger and bigger climb for both teams here. No one stopping. Scary still holding on to sight quite well. Gurk with a retake, but scrap points. Just scrap points.
I mean, that's good enough, good enough to get it closer and closer. 164 to 158. This is good for them. Let's see if they can keep it up. And now it's battle for P4. They haven't had a solid P4 hold, and now this could be the beginning for that one. 158 to 171. AG place that hill. Trophy. I mean, Pred will get one. AG will gonna get the first one. Gets the second one as well. Has information now. Knows there's gonna be more players. Let's see if they can end it right here. Thanatos really holding it very, very well. As you can see that more nades coming through. The spawns are still in favor for Thanatos. One player inside Mamra. He's gonna try his best to hold it down, but unfortunately hit markers are there. And NH Sanaba, here comes Krabs with the death machine. Can he do something with it? Unfortunately, but he's gonna get two big kills there. But more players from the back, and Freezy clears the hill. Gets 3 in a row, and now Thanatos has the hill.
Oh yes. Thanatos. They're gonna invest 2 more operator skills to make it sure, make it grand. They want the 200-point mark as much as possible. They got Gurk with the 3-piece kill with the Sparrow. He's defending it as much as he could. And now we're going back to P1. AG with the investment of the War Machine, trying to make it rain, trying to remove Scary as much as possible because they went to the advance. And now Rex cleaning it up, and whoa, Gurk, another 2-piece player with a Sparrow. That's insane, that's huge. We need those. Tokyo now on the second floor will dive down here and try to go for the retake. Scary now holds P1, but it's gonna be a tough one to defend as the Pretty comes down from the skies.
Yep, and Thanatos able to get some seconds off that, so just contesting it by Freezy. Freezy just trying to clear out the base for his teammates, but he's gonna get shut down by Mamra. It's a big kill by Mamra. You shut down the shotgun user, you bring out your Sparrow as well. And now it's gonna be a battle for P1, 207 to 187 and counting. Scary trying to come back from this one, but AG from the top makes it drop. And more players coming through, Gert and crew, but he's just gonna get shut down. More players inside as well, but Freezy able to shut down more. Back and forth we go. Freezy trying to hold it down for his team. He is still alive. Finally gets shut down. 210, 194. It's a battle for P1, but again, you have to rotate back to P2. Game will not end here.
It's a tough call. We don't really know who's gonna win this. It's a push and pull. And now P1, Scare's gonna close it out, and going down to P2. Rex is already in the chase. He has a Tempest at hand.
This is big.
He's gonna be one. He's gonna go for the trade-off. And he's gonna go try and get it. He's gonna stay here right now as P2 closes up. It's still in Thanatos' side. They need to stay on as much as they could just to try and break out the lead.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Freezy here with this equalizer. This could pretty much end the game here. But he has to be smart with how he's wanting to using this. Gets 2 more. There you go. Freezy. He needs to make the play. Gets the 3rd one. Needs help from his teammate as well. Doesn't matter. Sprays and prays. Gets that 3rd player. Hunter Killer Drone can try to get 3 more players there in front of him. But Kramzu's Death Machine is out now. It's his turn. Gurk tries to take him down, but the Pred will stop more players coming through. Nades are coming out and trying to end it right here. Sebia from the back. But look at them just getting all that time that they can. 15 more points and this game will be over. We're going to crown the champions, but Scary answers back. Gurk gets shuts down as well. Risky gets a 2-piece. That's a huge 2-piece by them. Game could end here, but Kramzu still alive, making it impossible for Thanatos. 8 more points to go, and they're holding down for their life. 5 more points to go. Thanatos will start holding. Gurk still alive here. Can end it. Yes, they can. It's going to end right here. 1 more point. Thanatos are your Yuno Fall Champions. 252-18. They win the grand finals 4-1. Congratulations to NH Thanatos.
Congratulations indeed, and they won it in style. I mean, the timer was about to expire, and it's gonna go to P3, but no, they decided, you know what? We're gonna start it as much as we can. We want to end it here. We want to do it clean, and do it here. NH Thanatos, they won the first time. They won the second time. They're your back-to-back champions in the Yuno Fall Championship, and what a feat. I mean, they won this thing twice now. They can legally say that. And I gotta say, props to Thanatos. That was a hard fight. Scary. They tried to put their run on their money, and I gotta say, they made this whole grand finals entertaining.
Yep. Props to Scary actually. They tried their best, but it was just not enough. Huge kills there, but towards the end, Freezy just went off 50 and 40 for him with that shotgun. Like I said, that equalizer made a huge difference. Kramzu had the depth machine, but unfortunately, just could not find the right timings for those kills. And with that, you saw them take the victory. Congratulations again to Enis Tanado.
Yeah, huge feat here. And I gotta give credit where credit is due. Scary. They had to do this whole thing the hard way, wherein the first time Thanatos puts them down the lower bracket, and Scary had to go to this like detour, wherein they had to go fight through all of this. Many wins later, they finally find themselves in the big stage, and eventually they fall down to the crew champions, Thanatos. GG's well played to Scary. GG's well played to Thanatos. And I gotta say, it was just Thanatos all the board. They're just the more consistent team right here.
Yep, more consistent team. And there you go. Congratulations to them. You know, they had a bit of a hiccup on that control raid, but it is what it is. And you know, for the hard point again, look how close it is. Look what it was. It was literally the same. Redman. First hill, it was Thanatos. Second, third, and fourth, it was all Scary. And then Thanatos was on the back end for the longest time, but and then they just turned it up once again, brought it home, and now look at them, back-to-back champions, 12K more richer. Now they are your champions once again.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's a good call there, man. That's like that's what esports are all about, and that's what Yuno Gaming's all about. So, before we end the stream, we gotta give this opportunity once again to thank our sponsors, Chimichurri and Darts Buddy. So, this tournament is sponsored by Chimichurri. Nestled in the heart of Novena, Chimichurri Cafe is a celebration of fresh flavors, whimsical elegance, and soulful hospitality. Founded with a vision to delight every sense, Chimichurri offers a thoughtfully curated menu that blends comfort with creativity, where every dish tells a story and every detail reflects care. This tournament is also sponsored by Darts Buddy, Bistro Cafe Pizzeria, a place where delicious pizza meets scrumptious sides and refreshing drinks. Get your pizza cravings fixed with their signature smoked duck pizza, carefully curated with fresh handmade pizza dough, stretchy mixed cheese, and homemade house and sauce. Rialto Pizza with a plethora of ingredients for times when you just can't decide. And their Tom Yum Pizza, which is an extravagant combination of hearty seafood selection and tingly Tom Yum sauce. And pair it with your crispy truffle fries, and you got a slapper of a meal. What are you waiting for? Head down to Darts Buddy Bistro Cafe Pizzeria today.
Yep. Thank you very much for our sponsors as well. Thank you to CLX Productions for getting our production done. If you have any inquiries, kindly message on their Facebook. And we also want to thank you to Yuno for having us. And I mean, it's been a great experience. You know, we had such a great group stage. We had such a great playoffs, and hopefully we do find more tournaments here under Yuno Fall. Again, entertainment. This is esports. Everything you need. It's all in Yuno Gaming. I'm Coach Jericho. That's Redman Gaming. This has been the Yuno Fall Championship 2025, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. So, you know, it's for the community. They have a connection with the community. I think that's what Codem has to have, a connection with the community. And there's going to be hope from any game in mobile. I think it has hope. There's so many games that died, but there's also so many games that just came up out of nowhere and now are still thriving. So I think it's a healthy ecosystem. It's healthy competition for all the games.
Right. It's like, you know, Valorant. Riot Games is actively like, how do you say? Yeah, they're actively communicating.
Their support is amazing on the esports side. They have a path to pro. They have a franchise, and then you can also be from amateur. Then you can all the way go to the worlds. I'm just like it's great, man. Like you have a lot of chances, and it pushes you if you really want to pursue a career in esports. So like, hey, I'm gonna do my best because I know there's something at the end of the light at the tunnel, and there is. So that's how I think. Hopefully, we do see that in Call of Duty Mobile. Hopefully next year.
Well, I mean, speaking of like a roadmap, right? Are you looking forward to Yuno Gaming's Fall Championship?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, you know, the first was already a success. We had some amateur teams there, some pro teams that now, we upped the prize pool. And, this reminds me of back when I was competing back in 2018, 2019, there was an organization doing this as well. They were hosting tournaments, they were having LANs and everything. So they had a pulse. They had a community, so it's great to see that Yuno Gaming, they're pushing the boundaries here and actually really setting the standard and reviving the Call of Duty mobile scene here in this, not just in the Philippines but in Asia, in Southeast Asia, and hopefully in other regions as well. So it's really great to see what's happening, and I'm looking forward to Yuno Fall Championship.
Yeah, same. I'm also looking forward to how we improved from the last championship that we hosted as well, right? On the operations side. Personally, right, as a caster, I'm sure you've also had a look at behind the scenes, right? What do you want to see more?
I want to see more competition, man. Some of the games are a bit of a one-sided, but here I wanna see some underdog. I want to see some some really, really close games, push it to game 5. That's what I want to see. And I also want to see if Scary can bounce back, man. They struggled up against Thanatos, or will Thanatos just take it over? Or what? If that's the case, I wanna see an amateur team try to take over that. It's easier said than done, but they had enough time, and prize pool is really good. So I think this is a good time for them to step it up and just to end the year right.
Right, I agree, man. I hope maybe there's like an amateur team that somehow shocks everyone with how well they're performing in the fall tournament, right?
I agree.
Then okay, since you said you're looking forward to Scary, right? Is there any one particular team you're looking forward to this fall?
I mean, Thanatos, they won the last one. Why am I gonna change my pick? I just want to see Scary make it back and get a run for their money against against Thanatos. But Thanatos, I mean, if you have AG on your team, that guy's a Western champion. Risky's a 2-time champ there. They have experience. It's always going to be the experience from those veterans that will lead them to victory. So I'm still looking forward to Thanatos most likely bring it home.
Yeah, okay. What do you think of the vision that Gaming is trying to achieve, and what do you hope to see us doing more in the future?
I think the Gaming's vision is very, very clear and concise. I know what you guys know what you want to do. That's to support and revive Call of Duty Mobile, and just bring that fire back that was back in 2020 to 21, 22. Really have a fingerprint on the community so that everybody comes back. Nobody's wasting their time. You guys want to run those tournaments, which is really great, man. You're giving a path to all these amateur teams to make some money at the same time, sharpen their skills, and just one day they could hop onto the Garena Masters or even the world stage. So I love to see that, and hopefully in the future, man, we get a community league, man. Not just a pro league, but like a Gaming league. That's you get everyday matches. We get a monthly tournament. We get a quarterly playoffs, that type of stuff. And I just love to see that as a guy that was a competitive player back when esports wasn't quote unquote known. It's nice to see that there's still people that still have that kind of mindset that I do. I just want to grow it. I just want to have a community to action.